sir. How are you?
I am fantastic. Now, Fester was here, and now he's not.
I thought I saw his ride in the front.
Fester was in the studio with his daughter because Hillsborough County schools are out. Oh, here comes Fester back.
Wait, where's your kid?
You were here, and now you were gone. Now Fester's back, and your daughter was here. Yeah. Hold on.
Why would you bring your kid?
Why do you?
I mean, I love the kid.
Why do you have this whole annoyed thing going on? Oh, geez.
You're on the wrong mic.
Dude, you got to talk into your mic.
There we go.
How do you not know? That is a short, stubby little mic stand
All right,
versus the 3 times as long mic stand that you usually use. And you're talking into the wrong mic.
Somebody's using it, and it's right in my mic position. Anyway, all right. Yeah, so apparently today's Bring Your Daughter to Work Day.
No, it's not.
Well, it is around here today.
No, it
is around here. Yeah.
It is not Bring Your Daughter to Work Day.
So my daughter is of the belief that this is a really, really cool place to hang out for a couple of hours.
Oh, my kids loved it when they came.
Yeah, and I tell her, I was like, listen, it's really not. And,
you know what I just thought of?
Yeah.
I took a picture of Froggy, and I didn't post it. I was waiting till we do the show today, so I'll post it during the show. Because you mentioned your kids. They were in here, obviously, last when the breeder brought your new French Bulldog by.
Little Lizzie doing so good.
And then all the other little French Bulldogs from the litter. Mm-hmm. And, it was amazing. I was very excited.
Why?
That they didn't get dog jacked in the parking lot. Listen, these French Bulldogs, I mean, look at Lady Gaga's dog walker.
Yeah, they're
And then we're on the air for like half an hour. Actually, it was all morning long. We were promoting, Froggy is getting a brand new French Bulldog. The breeder is coming in. They're bringing the whole litter by. And I'm like, oh, man, people are going to look up our address. There's going to be some, dog jackers.
You have like 30 grand worth of dogs.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they show up with these French Bulldogs. They're like 3,500 to like 4,000, 5,000. What, the females are more expensive because those are little breeding machines. Yeah. Exactly. And I'm like, oh, my God. I mean, should we have hired like Whackin' Hut security so they don't get whacked over the head? That's what, that's why they call them Whackin'. Did you know that?
I had no idea.
Seriously, Whackin' Hut. The reason why Whackin' Hut security is called Whackin' Hut is because what happens when you're robbed? A lot of times you get whacked over the head.
Yeah.
And Whackin' Hut came from the fact that you hire the company to make sure you don't get whacked over the head, and then they would sit in those little guard booths, which are called the Hut.
Oh.
So that's where the name Whackin' Hut came from. Mm-hmm. And I was...
Make a good web post.
In 1951, George Russell Wackenhut joined the FBI as a special agent in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
So it's apparently named after a man, Mr. Wackenhut.
No. He just said what it was named after.
Apparently, I don't know. Maybe
it was named after they whack you and they just sit in a hut.
You need to tell me right now the Wackenhut website is lying about this special agent?
It is 100% wrong. Yes. It's
a lie.
It's so you don't get whacked over the head, and the security guard sat in a little guard booth called a hut. And that's why it's called Whackin' Hut. Exactly.
That's an absolute fact.
This whole narrative they have about this decorated career of the Honorable George Wackenhut and the FBI agent who branched out for a private security firm.
All fabricated.
Fake news.
All fake news. Fake news.
You can't believe anything. You can't believe anything you read on the internet.
Yeah, you can't. So, again, I was surprised and shocked that Froggy, with his new dog, I'm surprised they made it home.
Yeah,
without it being... dog napped out of the parking lot. No, but the point is that your kids were in here. You just triggered my memory. Yesterday, after my workout, I'm sitting at a traffic light at Kennedy Boulevard and Lois, right in South Tampa. And right next to me, I've got 2 French Bulldogs that are leaning out the window.
Ooh, it's dangerous.
They're leaning out of the window of the car. Actually, it was a pickup truck. And they're in the back seat. I think they were restrained. I think they had little like doggy leashes. Yeah. And both of them are next to each other. Their paws are like up on the window. Aww. And they're looking right at me. So I took my camera phone and I went,
there's 20 grand.
By the way, I have that sound effect turned off.
Yeah, me too.
Why does anyone want their phone to make the camera clicking noise? because a lot of times I'm sneaking pictures. A lot of times I'm taking pictures surreptitiously. I don't want people to know.
Oh, you need to download the Sneaky Pics app then.
Or just lower your volume.
Hold on. What's the Sneaky Pics app?
Sneaky Pics is like, it's an app, and whenever, you don't have to go to your picture. All you have to do is hit your little side. You select what button.
Yeah.
And you're just like, and you hit that, and then
boom.
I'm taking pictures of you right now. Sneaky Pics. It's called Sneaky Pics.
So
it's an app.
Later on during the show, I'll mention it again, and I got to post these 2 French bulldogs, and pretty adorable.
Yeah, they're cute.
Pretty darn cute. Oh, and then Chloe, since you got the dog and since they were in the studio, Chloe is bugging me. Can we get a French bulldog? Can we get a French?
She messaged me. She wants the one that's left. There's one boy.
Oh, wait, she's messaging you?
Well, I posted because there's remember little Oreo, the black and white little boy that was in here?
Sorry, I don't remember.
He was so cute. Such a good personality.
They've got one left?
Yeah, one left.
Yeah, what's wrong with it?
Nothing.
Like one eye?
No.
3 legs.
It's got 3.
And I posted on Instagram.
What's the name of the dog?
Oreo?
No, it's tripod.
No.
It's only got
3
only got
legs.
3 legs, what it is.
Sorry, guys.
All right, folks, we are just getting rolling on a Friday. It is a very good Friday today, ladies and gentlemen. 6:07 at the MJ Morning Show. We are back in minutes. First, Pat's got traffic on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hey, Pat.
All right, one accident still.
Q105. It is 6:16, and I don't think it's too early to ask for some help. I mean, because if it doesn't happen, I need as much morning show runway space as possible. You know what I can't find? I just teased this a minute ago, and we're having a whole bunch of neighbors over tonight. So, I don't know. We over the last year, I guess, we went to 2 different neighbors' houses for like a Friday night to get together, open up a bottle of wine, so you got some food going on.
What is it, like a potluck?
No. I'm providing dinner tonight. So did I mention earlier in the week that I'm doing the poke bowl station?
No, I didn't hear about that.
So I'm doing the poke. I think it's technically pronounced poke. Poke.
Well, poke. If you say so.
So poke doke. All right, so I'm doing a poke bowl station. Why don't you just give me a look?
I don't know.
I would rather have like chicken wings or something. A poke bowl.
I mean, welcome to my house. Here's the poke bowl.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I want you to have like some chicken tenders and some
anyway,
honey mustard sauce.
I'll get into this in more detail later on. Let me make a note of it. But I need an ingredient. Now I have some, but I want a fresher bottle because it's at the bottom and I can't find it. I need the freaking Sriracha. And, there's some off-brand stuff, is it Badia?
Yeah.
Is it Badia or Badia?
I always pronounce it Badia.
Because, and you know what? I have a story about the Badia, and I've known this for a long time. So, listen, the Badia, the Badia, and typically it's in the ethnic or international foods aisle, the Badia, because a lot of the spices they do are international or Hispanic in nature, or for Mexican or Spanish foods. And the product line is good, but they have like a knockoff brand of Sriracha, but I want the original. And son of a bit. I can't find it. It's like everywhere. The shelf is empty, and some of the stores have the little out of stock. Oh, we apologize for the inconvenience. What is going? Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
I want the one with the rooster. I want the one with that animal, and it's like Hui Fong or something, or Fong Dong, or Dong.
I think it's Hoi Fong.
Hoi, is that how you say it?
Hoi Fong Sriracha hot chili sauce.
Yeah, Hoi Fong. And, man, I can't find it.
Do you feel like your quality of your party will be diminished if you can't find that?
No, I
need this for my poke bowl.
No. So, in order to make the tuna, the actual poke, in order to make because I'm using tuna, I'm cubing the tuna, and one of the ingredients, I need the Sriracha to mix in with the sesame oil and the soy sauce and the shichimi. And I think I have enough, but it's at the very bottom. And what happens with Sriracha is it starts out bright red.
Yeah.
And then as it ages in your pantry, it starts to darken up. So it becomes more maroon.
Wow.
Whereas I want the bright red stuff. So I was just looking for a fresh bottle, and I started earlier in the week, and I can't find it. So I need somebody. Do you have a bottle of like brand new Sriracha? It's got to have the factory seal. I don't want or if anyone knows where it is on a shelf locally, somebody, hold on. What is your daughter saying?
Hadley, what?
Dad has one.
Hold on, what?
Dad has at least 2.
Dad has at least 2?
Really?
Are you? By the way, Fester's daughter Hadley is in studio because it's Good Friday, and Hillsborough County schools are off today. Is that right?
Yes, I do not have school today.
And what grade are you in, Hadley?
I am in 5th grade.
5th grade. And is this common for the entire area? Like, is Pinellas out? Is Polk? Is Pasco? Manatee, Sarasota? Are all the schools out today?
I don't know, but Good Friday seems to be the day to take for the Easter vacation because Monday really isn't acknowledged for Easter, So it's a holiday weekend.
Yeah, because it's the day after Easter.
Well, they don't call it Good Friday anymore because none of the holidays have any kind of religious name.
But
to
it is
them.
Good Friday.
Well, it's like 9.
Just like last Sunday was Palm Sunday.
Okay, wait, but that's not a school day. It's like.
Yeah, because they don't go to school on Sunday.
Right, because Christmas break is called winter break, or good today is called non-student day.
Right.
So I think Hillsborough County's out. I don't know about the rest of you kids.
Could somebody tell me where the hell the Sriracha? There's got to be a supermarket in town where, and I think Amazon might have it, but I think the price is all jacked up on Amazon.
So I got into Sriracha last year, and I went through a whole bottle.
Wait. You got into Sriracha last year?
I've never been into really like putting hot sauces on a lot of stuff. I mean, I'd sparingly use hot sauce, or I'd use like
I just got into hot sauce last year.
No, I didn't say hot sauce. I said Sriracha sauce. I always use like a picante sauce or like Texas Pete for spicy stuff. But last year I bought my first bottle of Sriracha like at the beginning of 2021 or 2022, and it was the big bottle. But you know where I went? I went to the Asian market. I went to an Asian market on Fowler.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't. The Asian markets are not close to my house, so typically that's a weekend run. So
I mean, what are you going to do? This is such a conundrum.
No, hold on a minute. I have enough, but I wanted to get a fresh bottle.
You don't want the magenta. You got to have the bright.
No, it's maroon.
Maroon. So you want the bright orangish reddish.
No, it's not orange. It's more of a red. It's a vibrant. It's a vibrant red. And like, listen, there are a lot of hot sauce brands out there. Like,
I put that on everything.
You know, like
that's what I used to use. Texas Pete or
that's Frank's,
right? Yeah, Frank's Red Hot.
Frank's.
I put that on everything.
Like Frank's Red Hot. I think it's the original sauce for the original buffalo sauce recipe.
Hang on a minute. I've got a call, unsolicited calls. Who is Izzy? Izzy. Izzy, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Well, good morning, darling. Now, I know you live in South Tampa, but on the corner...
No, that's incorrect. I've been erroneously saying that to throw people off for years.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, I live in Chiefland.
Oh, God. Well,
no, I'm kidding.
Heck of a drive.
I'm joking. All right, so hold on a minute. Hold on. Izzy, hang on. All right, Izzy, take a breath. All right, go ahead.
All right, so on the corner of 60 and Falkenberg, there's a big Home Depot there. And then
what is it, on the caulking aisle?
No, but what I was getting ready to say, in that same parking lot, there's an Oriental market, and they have bottles and bottles of it.
Yeah, you know what? I've been told about that market. You know, and listen, maybe even Kotobuki, which is the Asian market that I've gone to for years. They used to be right next to Wright's Sandwich Shop years ago on Dale Mabry. Now they're on Sheldon Road. You know that little Twisty Freeze little stand? Yeah, they're in that shopping center over there. So, but I typically get to those places on the weekend, and yeah. So, all right. Wait, let me ask you a question. Can you go pick up a bottle? Hold on a minute. Can you go pick up a bottle and bring it to the studio for me this morning?
Don't do that, ma'am.
I'm at work. Otherwise, I would, darling. I'd happily pick that up for you.
Well, can you tell? What do you do for a living?
I have been a nurse in this area for 33 years.
Well, can you just like take a break from the patients, take an hour and a half off, go get it, bring it to St. Pete, and then go back?
That's not how nursing works, babe. I wish I could.
All right, darling.
You're very selfish.
Listen, Izzy, I appreciate you immensely for listening and giving me the hot sauce tip.
I've been listening to you since you know the days. I'm not going to mention the name, but okay.
Izzy, listen.
You can mention.
Izzy, I've been listening to you for the last 4 minutes, and it's been a delight.
Same here, my love.
Oh my love.
Oh, my gosh. I hope you get her as a nurse if you ever end up in the hospital.
I'm getting it all. I'm getting the darling. I'm getting my love.
You guys are about to
Now,
have cyber sex.
You're getting everything but Sriracha.
All right, Izzy, what type of nurse are you?
I am a contractor nurse. I travel wherever the work is.
I got you. All right. Well,
Thank you for your service.
Izzy, thanks for phoning in. I appreciate it.
By the way, tell Fester, even in spite of his car, I still love him.
Even in spite of his
that car.
Hold on. You don't like? Wait a minute. You don't like his car?
No, I do like his car.
So why'd you say in spite of his car, I still love him?
Because a lot of people make fun of that car, and I can tell you one thing about it. If you, I'm a car person. My second career is car sales. And
hold on a minute. You're a nurse. You're a nurse at a car salesman?
Well, those aren't really transferable skills.
Are you a new car salesman or a used car salesman?
New or used, but I work at a new car dealer.
Well, hold on. And you do that when you don't nurse?
I do it as a side gig.
Well, hold on. What car dealer do you work at?
It's one of the major Ford car dealers.
Yeah, you can give them a plug. Which one is it?
And I drive a beautiful 2022 Eruption Green Mustang, and she's a beauty.
Wow. So
I love Eruption Green.
Which Ford dealer do you work at?
Elder.
Oh, well,
Elder's the best Ford dealer in town.
Oh, there you go.
You're a busy gal.
Well, thank you. So if somebody collapses on the lot, you're right there to help them out. You can start the IV with D5W and the Ringer's lactate.
I'm duly talented. Well, I'm more than duly, but I'm talented in more ways than one.
All right. Well, listen, it is fantastic.
I have his number.
Yeah, everybody has my number. Call
his number.
All right, so, Izzy, what is Fester's number?
I'm not giving it out on the air now. He's given it out before. He knows his number.
No, I'm just curious. Hold on a minute. You can give it out because Froggy has given out Fester's number.
We just want to know if you know it.
5,000 times. Right behind me on MJTV, there's a license plate with Fester's number on it. So I want to know if you know Fester's number off the top of your head. What is it?
I know it's 813-301.
No. 813-310.
We got to say it more.
310. I have it written down somewhere. I don't have it with me.
She has it written down.
Izzy, great to have you on. Thank you for the tips.
Yeah. I love you all. Bye, baby.
Bye-bye.
Text me anytime.
Man.
Bye, Liz.
You know, when I was a kid, there was a radio commercial for Best Western. Remember we talked about this? And, Fester, see if you can find it.
Okay.
See if it, by any chance, is on YouTube.
What's the tagline?
The Best Western radio commercial used to go 1-800-528-1234. Best Western. That was the jingle. And remember, I brought this up like 2 months ago, and we called it up. And 1-800-528-1234 is still Best Western. And I remember hearing that commercial back like in the early 80s. I was like, 14, 15 years old. And it's still a good number. But they don't use the jingle anymore. But what I'm thinking is, Froggy, could you adopt the Fester phone number to the 1-800-528-1234?
I don't know
Best
that
Western.
jingle. I'm going to adopt it to one that I know. Like,
what, the Jenny that you've been saying you do for months and haven't done?
No, I'm trying to think of like a...
No, the listeners.
Call 1-800...
Oh, the
813-310-8444.
Oh, the
carpet guy.
the carpet thing. What was it?
Yeah.
Empire.
Call 1-800... Call Fester, and I'll work on it.
Hold on, Fester. Do you have it?
I
I
think it is.
All right, go back.
Take the worry out of your business trip, no matter what suit you're wearing. Best Western, as individual as America itself.
No,
But then it shows the number.
Yeah, the number's on the screen, but it's not the jingle. I think that was only a radio jingle that they ran years ago.
Call Fester 813-110-8444.
And then you can have some old man say, "Call Fester today."
Yeah.
Because at Empire, at the end of the Empire, they had that old man. Call Empire today.
Can I point something out?
Yes.
That is so confusing. What you I would remember Fester's number less with what you just sang. It would
Call
cause
Fester 813-310-8444.
Dude, it is so, dude, it is so disjointed.
No way, it's perfect.
It is not. It is so disjointed.
You do better then. You do better. I challenge you.
Yes, Roxanne.
No, I'm enjoying this back and forth. So continue.
What's another famous jingle?
With phone numbers in it?
Yeah. Any jingle, really. I can adapt it to anything.
Really?
Yeah.
You couldn't really do Empire.
Dude, the Empire adaptation for the Empire carpet, that was so bad, it would, again,
let me try again.
Cause me to remember the number less.
Call Fester.
That's anti-jingle. The jingle's supposed to help you remember stuff.
I got it. Call Fester at 813-310-8444. Is that better?
Now there are letters in his number.
I feel like I'm being tugged by 4 different people in 4 different directions as you sing that. Oh, my. Here's the Empire jingle. Go ahead.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
All right, let me try.
Dude.
Play it again.
All right, go back one more time.
Call faster 813-310-8444. Today.
All right,
I'm getting there.
You're getting closer, but you're still far away.
Would somebody please let me know? Can you bring me a brand new bottle of Sriracha?
No, about the Sriracha.
Yes, Rox.
MJ, the Sriracha lines have just lit up over here.
Yes.
There's so many suggestions on where to go, but some places are like Toro, Diablo, and Plant City.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
But one of our friends,
I'll go during a commercial break.
David, says he's in the food business, and he's going to try to source some for MJ this morning.
He's going to try to source some. Okay,
I got a guy.
I also found out some information as to why it's hard for you to find it, because there's a shortage of chili peppers.
No, I read that last summer. You're telling me that. Okay, I read that last summer that there was the Mexican chili crop, Mexican chili crop that they used to make the Sriracha at the Hui Fang or whatever it is, the one with the rooster on it. That Sriracha brand, they use Mexican chili peppers, and apparently last summer the Mexican chili crop was like a disaster. But that was last like June or July.
Well, they're still going with that excuse.
Oh my God!
The 2022 crop had massive drought that plagued the red jalapeno chili pepper crop. Yeah.
So that's why I can't find the Sriracha. They can't get peppers somewhere else.
It's a specific pepper.
I guess you're right. I mean, I guess there is a specific taste. So, well, that's my giant dilemma. Hey, guess what else is my dilemma? How to squeeze in all these freaking early morons in the news stories, but I'll try to figure it out next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Heads up, please. let's go. It's 6:39. Let's do the early morons of the news. And, folks, it's just you and me because Roxanne is nowhere to be found. Fester is nowhere to be found. And Froggy is nowhere to be found. I am the only one here in the studio. I don't know where the hell they go. So, early morons of the news. Let me try to jam all this in. First of all, if you think that your employer owes you something, or in this case, an ex-employee, if they think or you think they owe you something, you can't do this. This doesn't work. $10,000 worth of wine stolen from a Napa winery. This is not justification. You cannot do this. So, a great part of the country, Napa Valley, Napa, California. Of course, that's wine country. You've got, awesome wineries in Napa County and then neighboring Sonoma County. Froggy, Sonoma just doesn't get quite the credit that Napa does.
It doesn't really. They have you seen the movie Sideways?
Yes, I have.
They have a whole tour around that area where you can go to the different, like you stay at the hotel they stayed at.
Chateau Montelena or something?
And they have all the wineries they went to in the movie.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was Bottle Shock. You ever see that one?
No.
You never saw Bottle Shock? Really?
No. Sideways is my favorite movie.
Yeah, Sideways is pretty damn funny. Anyway, So
Sonoma doesn't get the same respect that Napa?
They don't. So Sonoma has some really great wineries and great wines.
Pinot.
And I'm not a Pinot fan.
I don't know.
No.
I'm not a Pinot fan either.
No. Oh, in Sideways, he didn't like Merlot.
I'm not drinking any bleeping Merlot. Somebody drinks Merlot, I'm leaving.
You know the crazy part? Sonoma Auto Parts
doesn't
get any respect either. Napa kicks their ass in all categories.
Sonoma Auto Parts. Yeah, Napa Auto. How the heck is there a Napa Auto Parts?
I have no idea. I've never thought about that. But why is there a Napa Valley?
Is that named after Napa, California?
Now I have to look it up.
I don't know.
I never thought about that. Holy cow.
All right. Anyway, so listen, before I move on here, with Sonoma, there are great wines out of Sonoma County. I mean, incredible wines, and I mean, very well-respected wines. But if they were from Napa, they'd be like even more expensive. It's that sort of thing. Anyway, so you can't do this. I'm going to give you a hot tip here, folks, that if you have a little issue with your former employer and they owe you money, you cannot do this. You will be arrested. A former employee of a shipping company was arrested after he was allegedly caught stealing $10,000 worth of wine from a Napa winery, according to the Napa County Sheriff's Office. The suspect was identified as Jose Humberto Martinez, and according to the police, Martinez claimed that he was holding the wine as a way to get his final paycheck. It doesn't work.
Like collateral.
You can't do that. It doesn't work that way. Anyway, they caught him with like an old beat-up white van just stacked with cases of wine. And you got a ton of shipping companies out there that not all wineries ship their own product. There are a lot of like fulfillment companies in Napa Valley that ship the wine to distributors or to like, club members for the different wineries. So the wine and the van was returned to the owners. So I guess the van belonged to them as well. It's kind of a beat up looking van. Martinez was booked into jail for grand theft wine.
Is that the charge? I guess in Napa that would be the...
Actually, it's grand theft auto because he took the van as well.
Yeah.
So he was booked into the Napa County Jail, grand theft, taking the vehicle without consent, and then having the stolen property, all the wine. Yeah. So that's, pretty crazy. Just a little heads up. It's a hot tip from the MJ Morning Show. You can't take something. You can't steal something and claim it. It's like collateral.
What would you steal from this place if they were holding your last paycheck? Is anything in here really worth anything?
No, because
this board.
All this equipment really ought to have been thrown away about 10 years ago.
Napa Auto Parts got their name by the National Automotive Parts Association.
Oh, so it's an acronym. It's an acronym. It's not
that makes more sense.
The first store was not in it wasn't in in Yountville or something.
The first store opened in 1925 when a group of independent auto parts sellers met in Detroit and formed the National Automotive Parts Association.
You're telling me that the first Napa Auto Parts store was not in Calistoga, California, right in the heart of Napa County?
I guess I could have guessed it was formed in Detroit in the 20s.
Napa. It's nothing to do with Napa Valley. Oh, man. Anyway, so wherever you work, if they owe you money, you can't just steal merch and then say, oh, I was just taking this to hold on until I get my check. Can't do it because you're going to need money for bond, to get out of jail. I don't understand this. Did you see this story? I've had this for a couple of days. I just didn't get around to it. Did you see the story where the dad got in trouble and accidentally put a black can of Guinness Draft into their kid's lunch instead of a can of Liquid Death?
He's going to give him Liquid Death to begin
Yeah,
with?
that sounds bad.
But that's
What the hell?
That's just water.
it is, but
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's water.
Liquid
okay.
Death is just water.
I know, but Liquid Death is made to look like it's some kind of an alcoholic beverage. It's just
Yeah, so you could drink something if you're sober and look, sort of like you're having a beer.
Exactly. So a father accidentally put a Guinness beer in his son's lunchbox, thinking it was the fizzy, sparkling Liquid Death water. And I guess the dad's gone viral. He shot a video, blah, 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 ends up on social media. It's all over the place. And, he's comparing the two drinks side by side. The black Guinness can, I said, oh, it's like totally similar to the Liquid Death sparkling water can. But even then, the Liquid Death can, and we've talked about Liquid Death in the past, it's just water. It's sparkling water, but,
It's marketed very well.
send your kid to school with a can of Pellegrino or something. Or
Pellegrino?
Or
How about
some
Aquafina?
Generate
or bubbly, or what are some of the
Just a Fresca.
no, it's not a soft drink. These are sparkling waters. So the father mixes this thing up, and all kinds of parents were weighing in. And hey, why don't you take a White Claw? Send your kid to school with a White Claw.
It's not that far off.
But the cans side by side. Listen, other than the can both being black, as far as the paint job on the can, I don't see much similarity here. I don't know how you mistake and throw a can of Guinness in your kid's lunchbox, but apparently it happened. So be careful. I guess a 10-year-old kid, was that it? I think the kid was like 10 years old.
Make the whole second half of that day go by a lot easier.
Did you see, and this is a crazy story, an Apple store out on the West Coast was robbed and thieves took... Roxanne, you're mumbling to yourself.
No.
Your lips are moving and you're like talking. What are you saying to yourself?
She's not
I'm watching and you're going...
Sometimes I do that if I'm trying to stay in the conversation. I repeat what you said. So I just repeated it.
Seriously, folks, I'm getting ready to do the story about Apple. I'm looking at Roxanne and she's going...
I just repeated what you said in my
She's on
own
autopilot.
head.
She's not making any audible sounds, so you can't hear her,
No.
but her mouth
You
is
hear
moving.
me?
By the way, I was doing that to the MJ TV camera, so I don't think you could hear me move my lips on the show. But on camera, on MJ TV, I was like just imitating what I just saw Roxanne do. You're talking to yourself over there.
No, I was just saying what you said. Continue.
All right, so here's the deal. Burglars busted into an Apple store. They took $500,000 worth of Apple gear from the store. This is West Coast, Washington State, and burglars cut through the wall of an adjacent store. This is in Linwood, Washington. That's in the Seattle area, if I'm not mistaken. And thieves stole more than 400 items, mostly iPhones, a total of $500,000 from the Alderwood Mall's Apple store. They cut a hole through the bathroom wall of the espresso machine store next door. What? There's
God.
hold on. There's an espresso machine store? Is it like the Nespresso?
It's like small time crooks.
I mean,
What the hell?
How many espresso machines do you have to sell a month to cover the mall rent?
Oh, man, mall rent is all expensive. Then a lot of times you got to pay the rent. Then you got to pay an override on sales. But
look at this hole in the bathroom.
Oh, I saw the picture. So in between the turlet and the sink, you got the little assistance, the little stainless steel handicapped assistance bar right around the toilet. And then right below in the middle, they cut a hole right through the drywall. And the hole is only like 2.5 by 3?
It's not even that. Here's the support pillars.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can see the studs to kind of
16-inch studs, 16 on centers. Who knows?
This is nuts. So they crawl through and they stole 400 items, $500,000. The owner of the espresso machine store said he has not seen anything like it in the 5 years that his store has been in business. Our front door was locked. They pried out the front door, according to Seattle Coffee Gear Regional Manager Eric Marks. Wow. Oh, and the damage to his store is about $2,000. So this is inside a mall?
I guess the stores maybe are parts line up. Sure, that makes sense.
Yeah, this is absolutely nuts. But my question is, so Apple's a pretty buttoned-down company. I'm sure they know, like, the serial numbers or the what are the EIN? What are the numbers? The IED.
They'll never be able to activate these phones and sell them.
That's what I'm saying. So can't Apple brick these phones? If they stole like 400 iPhones, wouldn't Apple be able to say, we're shutting down all of these phones, they're going to be inoperable, they're going to be bricks? I mean, you would think
so.
That Apple would have the ability to do that. But, thieves, why would they take the phones? Maybe Apple can't do that. I don't know. Anyway, morons.
Nice heist.
Yeah, that's a heist, man. I'm telling you. Damn. All right, so, man, that kind of fascinated me. All right, 6:51 at the MJ Morning Show. I got a couple of stragglers we'll get to in just a bit. Oh, man, I got a strip club story you got to hear. Man.
I can't wait.
Okay, you kind of joke about this, but it really happened, and it happened down the road here in Orlando.
Okay, what do we joke about when it comes to strip clubs?
What don't you joke about?
I've got a strip club story from Orlando. You got to hear what's going on, and it's a perfect Good Friday story. And we'll get to it next here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105 at 6:52. is the MJ Morning Show on Q105 at 6:59, almost 7 o'clock. Hey, we got a lot of stuff to give away today. We have, Andrew, we get the ZZ Top tickets and Leonard Skinner, right? And then we also have the hockey puck and the Lightning tickets to give away. So what the hell is going? It sounds like someone's dropping weights in the gym. What was that?
I don't know. What was that?
Oh, what was that?
I don't know.
Something break?
Fess, was that your chair crying for help?
Yeah, it was the chair crying.
No,
for
no,
help.
really?
Yeah, it wasn't. I was in here the whole time. I don't know what it is.
Did you hear that?
Yeah,
I heard it. I don't know what it is.
No, it sounded like weight plates that you're about to put on a barbell.
And yet it wasn't.
Stuff with the equipment just sort of falls off and hits the ground randomly in here. So
anyway, MJ Morning Show on Q105. So this morning, got a couple of things to give away. We've got Leonard Skinner with ZZ Top, and they're coming up in July. So we'll give away a pair of tickets to that. So the surviving members of both bands, the survivors of Leonard Skinner and the survivors of ZZ Top. So we'll give away tickets coming up. And then also, this is awesome, Tampa Bay Lightning tickets. This is the celebration of Steven Stamkos's 1,000th game. I guess the 1,000th game for Stamkos was technically last night. So the 1,000th game was last night, but they're celebrating it next Tuesday.
I mean, you can't celebrate it mid 1,000th game.
Yeah. So here's the deal. We're going to give away tickets to the Lightning game for next Tuesday for the 1,000th game celebration for Steven Stamkos, but we also have a puck that he autographed. So you'll get a Steven Stamkos autographed Lightning hockey puck along with the tickets. So both these fabulous prizes will be given away sometime during the course of the MJ Morning Show today. All right, this is crazy. Strip club story out of Florida. You know, we had the insane story of Mons Venus just
that was nuts.
a week or 10 days ago, where this maniac was trying to get in with a gun, and it looked like this guy was going to start shooting up the place. You know, it is widely believed that the security guard in front of Mons Venus stopped a potential mass shooting inside the famous Mons Venus. So that was a big strip club story just, a week and a half ago. And now this happened some time ago, but the story's just coming out. You got a smirk on your face, Roxanne. Did you research this?
No, I'm not smirking. That was actually, it was a yawn that I tried to hide. So it was like
oh, you tried to hold in the yawn?
Yeah.
Is that like holding in the sneeze?
Yeah.
Is it as
But
bad?
I'm excited about this story. So the yawn has nothing to do with
you can't
my
hold in
level
a
of-
sneeze. You'll do a Wendy Williams.
Yeah, you'll have a double eruption.
That's what happens.
out the top and the bottom.
Yeah. You can't hold in stuff.
That's the greatest.
It's a matter of time. She's not lonely.
See? She was holding in a
I
sneeze.
apologize.
The last thing I would do is apologize for that. I would take a victory lap.
Total classic right there. So this strip club story is out of Orlando. And the story's just coming to light that 4 employees at a strip club arrested after allowing a 15-year-old girl to perform at the club for several years.
Oh, my gosh.
Say what?
Well, she could have been 15 for several years.
I mean, she
Yeah.
was like 28 when they figured the whole thing out.
No,
Yeah, so
she
what's
was
the math on that?
17. She was still dancing at the club at 17. William Searer, who owns Flash Dancer in Orlando. Sorry, I've never been to Flash. Used to go to the Booby Trap when I was like 10 or 11
Did you?
on 1792 in Winter Park. Yeah,
10?
Yeah.
They let you in at the booby trap?
I'm kidding.
I was going to say.
my cousins live right down the street from the Booby Trap. Seriously, in Winter Park. Did you ever see that place?
No.
Yeah, it was shaped. The club, the strip club, was called the Booby Trap, and the buildings were like 2 boobs. They were. I'm not making it up. And I think the building is still standing. And
It's in Winter Park?
It's in Winter Park, the old Booby Trap. And the buildings were shaped like two boobs. This is famous, guys. This is like a Florida landmark.
Do they tie you up and motorboat you?
You enter through the middle.
Yeah. So that look at right there, Winter Park booby trap, and it was like two boobs.
These are like old lady boobs.
And this was a famous strip club back in like the 1970s and 80s. So let me get back to Flash Dancer in Orlando. 3 managers of the club and the owner, they're in trouble. They were all arrested. They were just recently arrested and charged with human trafficking of a child under 18. This is all according to Fox 35 in Orlando.
Okay.
The girl obviously was not named, was hired to work at the club when she was just 15 years old. First of all, I know that it seems that these days that girls, they look older than they are in some cases. But what the hell do you have to look like at 15 to pass off that you're like 18 or older?
Maybe you're a rough 15.
A hard 15?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Give me a smoke. She worked there still dancing until 2021. So a couple of years ago. And she was then just 17 years old. Jeez. Still underage.
So she's like 19 or 20 now.
Yeah, so she should be, 19 or 20 at this point. Still just a baby, but legal. I mean, I would imagine that you're able to strip in the state of Florida at the age of 18, right?
Yeah.
Court documents allege that Searer and the managers hired her without seeing a real ID or her license to dance, which is required in the state of... You need a dancer's license? Hey, you learn something new every day.
Did not know that. What's the test for that?
Yeah, how do you obtain one of those?
Hey, I had to have a driving test to get my driver's license.
Right?
Do you have to go onto a stage and a pole like at some DMV type office and do like a dance and you pass?
It's kind of like, you had to do the flexed arm hang to...
headlights are on.
Yep. All right, listen.
All right, hang on. Are there any dancers listening? Oh, you know what? We remember.
Yeah, we had a dancer call one time who worked at Mons.
Well,
right?
One time, it was a week ago.
Yeah.
One time.
One time at band camp? No. So a week or so ago, with the whole Mons Venus story, we had a dancer that listens to our show every morning. Who, when she takes her kid to school, and she was on stage or she was at Mons Venus when that maniac tried to get in with a gun. All right, I got to know this. Are there any dancers listening to the MJ Morning Show on Good Friday? Are there any adult entertainers, any strip club workers? What kind of license do you have to get? And I would imagine it's all surrounding like proof of age, right? If you're a dancer, give us the scoop. 800-990-1047. Yeah, dial us up. I'd love to know, or maybe you're a bouncer. Maybe you're a strip club manager. I want to know about this license you need, and where do you get it?
Do you just go and pick it up, or do you have to, I'm waiting to do my shift because I'm waiting for my license to get approved?
800-990-1047. I'm just curious. Man, the more you know. So the teen later told Orlando police investigators that she provided the business with a fake birth date before starting there, and that her reason for the job was to support herself and her mother. My God, did her mother know that she was dancing at a strip club at 15 years old?
You have to ask the mom. That's sketchy.
The Bureau's investigative report shows that she worked at Cleo's Gentlemen's Club before joining Flashdance.
So she had a reference.
She had a gig. What was she, 14 when she was working at that one? My God. There was a multi-year investigation, found the teen was allowed to illegally work at the club dozens of times. Arrests were made, I guess, back in 2021 after the teen was involved in a traffic stop where she was a passenger in a vehicle leaving the club. And during the stop, she allegedly provided her name and a fake birth date to the deputy who pulled over the vehicle. Deputy was able to confirm her real date of birth and saw that she had multiple warrants Multiple warrants and 15 years of it? What?
So
what?
My
hold on,
goodness.
MJ, can you acknowledge nothing's really working out terribly well for this person
Tracy
at
Lord.
any stage of their life?
My God, what did she look like at 15 years old that customers didn't think she was 15 years old?
I think we're onto something with these arrest warrants. She sounds like she may having to work for mom to support mom. She's probably looking a little rough at 15.
This is it's
my quinceañera.
Man, that is just a crazy, crazy story.
Did you know dancers, they don't actually get the paycheck from the club? Obviously, they get paid by the patrons, and they have to pay to work there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how it works? I don't know.
Hold on. Where are you getting this information?
What it's really like to work in a strip club.
Was that a book?
Google.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hold on.
She just ordered it.
Well, I don't know if that's...
You pay the house. You don't know this?
Yeah, you do pay the house.
My beautician rents her chair. Yes, it's the way business goes.
Wait, hold on. You explain this to me.
So
Yeah.
if you work at a place,
Yeah.
you have to kick something back to the house for having the establishment
Right.
to work. I mean,
Right, but they're paying you.
No.
They're
So-
independent
Wait a
contractors.
minute. So you're only making the money from your tips
Yeah.
Yeah.
and lap dances?
Yep.
Okay.
Hold on. You're telling me that dancer that shows up at Mons Venus or 2001, that they don't get paid by the club?
They have to pay to work there.
You're probably an independent. You probably get an independent
So
contractor.
that would mean that their only source of income are the tips. Come on, that can't be right.
Really?
They-
Okay, they aren't
Yeah.
working a truck stop in the middle of Paducah, Kentucky, hoping to get 30 cents on a cup of coffee. You know, it's. I didn't know we were going to do the economics of the strip club. Today.
Wow.
But I knew it was going to educate him. I had a feeling he didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I had no clue. That's
How do you think the booby trap could afford to build the second boob? It was just a boob trap until, well, we got all that stripper money, and now we're gonna
As
put
boobies.
big news, boys. We're gonna put the windjammer up top, if you know what I mean.
It's pretty nuts. Hey, speaking of iPhones, because we did an item last segment about the Apple store at a mall out in Washington State getting boosted and break in the middle of the night, and crooks went through an adjacent wall from another store. They took $500,000 worth of mostly iPhones. And there's another iPhone story here, which I don't know how the hell this happens, but there's a homeowner in Texas, and he says that about a dozen people already have knocked on his door at all hours of the day and night saying that he stole their items. Apparently, when people are going to the Find My iPhone app, his address is coming up.
I saw that.
How does that
Crazy.
happen?
I don't know. How
And
really? How does that happen?
People are mad when they show up, obviously.
Yeah, Scott Schuster, he claims that he's lived in this home since 2018, and he says it's going on like every month. He says every few months or every month over the past several years, he gets people knocking on his door at all hours of the day saying, give me my phone. You have my phone. People would say, I lost my cell phone. I click find my phone, and it says that my phone is at this address. And the guy even has like footage. He's got like Ring doorbell footage that he's, provided to like local news. How does that happen? He says people, they're visibly upset. They're frustrated. One person like rang the doorbell and pounding on the door, threatening to call the police, thinking the dude inside stole their iPhone. How does that happen? That people hit Find My iPhone and it gives the address of this guy that doesn't have their iPhone.
Poor guy.
How does it keep happening? I mean, this could turn dangerous. You could have somebody show up with a gun. Man, that's nuts. Yeah, he's not sure why the Find My iPhone app is pinging his address.
Let's go to his house.
He's a software engineer. He has his own theories, but that is insane. Yeah, he shared proof to, I guess, Apple support. Oh, great. What do you get? Somebody in Indonesia?
He went to the Genius Bar at the mall. That's what he did.
That's what he needs to do. He needs to, hey, geniuses, quit sending people to my freaking house. How about that? Man, that's a crazy, crazy story. Hey, Andrew, has anyone shown up with my sriracha sauce yet? What?
You do have somebody on the way.
Are you
Yes.
serious?
I was trying to find the right time to say it, but yes, he's going to grab some donuts and then heading over.
Okay, so
who's coming in?
A guy named David.
David is coming in?
So,
all right, folks, if you don't know my sriracha story, we'll get into this in a minute. Hold on to that thought, because wherever I went this week, there's no sriracha sauce. Totally sold out. And I got the poke experience at my house tonight. I need the sriracha sauce.
He's hosting a poke party.
All right, hold on. Well, I'll explain it all. We start the long. Oh, and Hadley is in. Hadley is Fester's 11-year-old daughter, and Hadley has a story, something that happened at school that is unbelievable. Man, it's like an episode of Cops or something.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, hang on. All that next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Stand by. MJ Morning Show on Q105. Joan, is she coming to town? Did we give away tickets to some show where Joan Jett is also coming to town at some point?
Yeah, we gave away tickets to the Brian Adams Joan Jett concert at the Sound.
Right. Yeah, that was part of the pick your. No, that's at Emily. The Sound is Kenny Loggins. Come on, Fester, get your venue straight. Okay, hold on. Come on, dude.
15 seconds ago, you didn't know who was performing with who, okay?
It just jarred my memory.
Okay, well, so I helped you with that. We helped each other.
My memory is now jarred.
I helped you with your deficiency. You helped me with mine. If anything, we're enablers.
It's the MJ Morning Show on Q105 on this Good Friday. And Fester's brought his daughter in. And during a break a little while ago, Hadley starts telling us this crazy story of something that happened in school.
At school, yes.
Yeah, and then I've got my Sriracha emergency. I'll explain that in a matter of minutes because there's like a Sriracha shortage nationwide. Because every damn store I went to, there was no damn Sriracha. Shelf space was empty, and some stores had a little sorry for the inconvenience deal, out of stock. But first, though, Fester, the kids are out because of Good Friday.
Yeah, so today's the holiday through, I guess, most of the school systems. They look for every chance they can.
Did we ascertain that all the local school systems are out on Good Friday?
I know Hillsborough County is.
Yeah, because your kid goes there and there's no school today.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant deduction.
You're welcome.
So, Hadley, you got a microphone over there?
She has a microphone.
So, Hadley, you know the deal.
Put your headphones on.
Put your headphones on, and then you want to talk right into the center of that thing, okay?
All right.
All right, so Hadley, you're in 5th grade.
Yes, I am.
And you're 11 years old.
Yes.
All right, and then this happened yesterday?
Yes, it happened yesterday around 12.
A little closer to the microphone.
It happened around 12:20 through 11 through 12:20.
11 to 12.
11. That's a big span. So within an hour and 20 minutes, you've narrowed it down to an hour and 20 minutes?
Yeah, that's good.
That's the beginning of the story to the end of the story.
Do you have a watch? You don't have a watch? Hold on. Seriously.
She doesn't have a watch.
I don't have a watch.
Hold on. Do you want a watch? Would you like to have a watch?
Yes,
Fester,
please.
get her a watch.
I'm not getting her a watch.
Come on, Fester.
You kidding me?
Get her that little Casio for like $11.98.
I'm not getting a watch.
Come on, Hadley. Watches are great for kids because then they understand. Right now, she's telling me that the story happened between 11 and 12:20.
She's right because the beginning.
I have a clock in my classroom.
That's true.
The story starts
at
11.
Yeah, I see.
And the story ends at about 12:20.
12:20. All right,
so it's an hour and a half story here.
All right, now, Hadley, what happened at school? Tell me, how did it all start?
So basically, we were in like my other teacher's class, and it was going normally as a writing and language arts thing.
Right.
But then, the other teacher right next door, she came over and she said, a kid escaped.
A kid escaped?
And so,
what, are you going to prison school?
Pretty close.
Like a lion at the zoo escaping.
It's a minimum security prison school, but yes.
But there was something that happened. You told me that the kid did something. This was during one of our breaks a little while ago. The kid actually did something very disrespectful to the teacher, right?
Yes.
Now, what did the other student do that was disrespectful?
He took something from
right on the microphone. Right on the mic. Go ahead.
He took something from the teacher's hand.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
So he grabbed something out of the teacher's hand.
So the kids were passing a note in the class.
The
note makes it to the teacher.
Okay.
The kid who started the note and whatever was on it,
right,
rips it from the teacher's hand.
Oh, that's a no-no.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
No. Don't do that.
No, nothing.
So, okay. So, apparently, and I didn't know this until today, at this school, the kid gets sent to the principal's office.
So the kid rips the note from the teacher's hand. The kid then gets sent to the principal's office?
Yes, they were holding his hand on the way there, and...
What do you mean? He was like being detained?
That's the part I didn't know.
The assistant principal had to literally grab his wrist.
When you get escorted to the principal's office, which apparently my daughter said she knows firsthand, which I'm surprised by, they hold your hand on the way to the principal's office to
Wow, it's like you're in custody.
I know, right?
You're in kid custody.
So there's no handcuffs or anything like that, but they hold your hand when they walk you to the principal's office.
My God.
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement in a 5th grade classroom at a Hillsborough County elementary school. All students are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Now, at this school campus, there's a large amount of trees and a reasonable amount of like a wilderness area.
All right, so they hold the kid's hand. He's getting escorted to the office. And Hadley, what happens next?
So basically, he breaks free somehow, makes a dash for the woods. And
Hold on. The kid breaks free and makes a dash for the woods?
Yes!
He's making a mad dash.
Wow.
God, holy moly.
So the kid breaks the hand of the instructor or the teacher's assistant who's walking him to the principal's office and makes a mad dash and goes into hiding.
He escapes the school building, and now he runs to the woods?
So now he's on school property.
Do the guard towers light up with the searchlights and whoop, whoop, and the sirens are going off and everything? And oh, my God.
All the kids in the yard had to lay on their bellies. Yeah, just
hey,
like
Froggy, thanks for joining us. Are you okay? You all right?
I just puked.
Oh, come on. No,
I did. I made a...
He sent us a text message that he might be a little late. He's feeling under the weather.
No, I'm not under the weather. I accidentally took 10 hours of energy this morning.
Whoa, what?
Yeah.
Hold on. Hey, let me finish with Hadley's story.
Okay,
Oh,
sorry.
my God, there's always drama around here. What the hell?
I'm jittery and I don't feel good.
Hang on a minute.
Let me get Froggy up to speed.
Hang on. All right, so the kid runs out of the school, breaks away from the assistant principal who is escorting him to the office.
Yes.
And he runs toward the woods, so he breaks out of the building, and then what happens next?
And then he's suddenly lost. I hear a walkie-talkie when we're switching, and it says, everybody make the least amount of outside time as we can. We do not know where he is.
So they were looking, they had to have a mad search party.
So you heard chatter on the walkie-talkies.
Yes, and I'm like, what is happening?
All right, now Hadley, you have a school resource officer, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and did they have to call in additional police to help with the search?
Yes, one of them had a gun.
And what about dogs? Do they have dogs as well?
They all have guns.
Release the hounds.
They didn't have dogs.
How about a chopper? Was there a chopper in the air?
No.
All right, but it took over an hour to find the kid?
Yes.
And they finally found him?
Yes.
Was he in like a ghillie suit? Did he have like...
He was in the woods.
Was he a bushman?
Was he in the swamp breathing out of a straw? What movie was that, Froggy?
Oh, that was Predator, right?
Was that Predator?
Was that Rambo?
Was that
Rambo?
It might have been Rambo.
Yeah.
That was Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah,
Rambo.
That's
right.
Rambo. He's in a swamp. He's underneath the water, and he's breathing out of a straw.
You know, the school thought it was great to have the school color be hunter green until some kids hiding in the woods.
My God. So they finally found him. Can you imagine having to call the parents? Yes, we've lost. What? Do you know the kid's first name by any chance, Hadley?
We're going to keep a first
That's classified information.
Yeah, we don't need to give it
I'll tell you during the break.
Listen to this kid.
Yeah, well,
that's classified information.
I'll tell you during the
If
break.
you tell him during the break, he might blurt it out, or he might not want to do that.
They found the kid, but can you imagine the school having to call the parents and say, "Yeah, we lost your kid. There's now an extensive search. The kid was last seen in the woods adjacent to the school." Yes, Hadley.
The kid's name was Kettle.
Nice.
Fester.
Nice.
Fester or Roxanne told you to say that.
Good job, kid.
Good job.
All
Good
right.
job.
The kid's name is Kettle.
If you're a regular listener, you know that's a joke because whenever Roxanne's got a problem mentioning the names of like
Roxanne
friends
respects people's privacy.
in stories, and every
problem.
every friend story that Roxanne tells us, I say, "What's the name of this friend?" "Oh, it's Kettle."
You're picturing like a tea kettle, but it's kettle.
No, it's not.
Kettle.
It's like Carol with the speech impediment.
Exactly.
Kettle.
Exactly.
Kettle.
All right, so Hadley, they finally find the kid, and then what happened? Did they put him in a straitjacket, or
I don't know. I think
did they hit the kid with a tranquilizer dart?
I don't know, but I think they suspended him.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they suspended Kettle.
All right. Good job with the punchline, kid.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yay.
Funnier than you, Fester.
Fester's, yeah, exactly.
She is funnier than me.
Fester's
Good timing.
kid, Fester's daughter, Hadley, in studio today. All right, now, Froggy.
Before we get to Froggy's
Yeah,
issue,
yeah.
I do want to tell us that
You want to tell us?
your Sriracha is 12 minutes away. It's like I'm following it on Amazon. I'm tracking the package.
Are we going to bring the guy in?
I think we should.
Hey, Andrew, so a hot sauce standby.
Let's frisk the guy first.
We have hot sauce standby. Let me explain what's going on here. Then Froggy apparently is vibrating like a paint shaker over here. Froggy's got a problem this morning. Folks, thanks again for listening to the MJ Morning Show. A couple of pieces of just business. We've got a couple of things to give away this morning. We're giving away Leonard Skinner and ZZ Top concert tickets. They're going to be at Mid-Florida Credit Union in July, and we've got your tickets. Just keep listening. We'll tell you when to call in. And then another special prize today. We're giving away Lightning tickets for the Tuesday game. It'll be Lightning and the Maple Leafs. And this game on Tuesday, the 11th, is going to be the actual celebration for Steven Stamkos's 1,000th game, which actually happened last night, but the celebration is going to be on Tuesday night. So we've got tickets. They were on the road, so they weren't here for the 1,000th game. So the celebration is going to be on Tuesday night, and we've got tickets to the game and a Steven Stamkos autographed Lightning hockey puck. So both those prizes are coming up here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Oh, also, one other thing I want to mention. Do me a favor. When you get to work, if you listen to us in the car, continue to listen to us at work. It's a little personal favor from me, MJ. Because, first of all, you don't know what you're missing. So I even launched, for instance, MJ Operation MJ9. And Operation MJ9 is to make sure you're also listening to us in the 9 o'clock hour. Because we're full bore. The show is just full bore still in the 9 o'clock hour. So make sure when you get out of the car that you continue to listen to us. Your phone is the best way. You know, your smartphone, make sure you have the TuneIn app, the Odyssey app, or the iHeartRadio app, and just search for Q105 Tampa. And then you can continue to listen right on your phone or on your desktop computer. Go to mjmorningshow.com, click on the Listen Live button at the very top. It's a big, giant red button like Rudolph's red nose. Click on Listen Live at mjmorningshow.com, top right. And boom, it'll come right over your speakers on your desktop computer or smart speakers. Just, listen to Q105 Tampa or whatever. So keep listening to the program. Now, the Sriracha is on the way. And, Froggy, I'm going to get to your little jittery issue in just a second. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. Well, I do know what's going on because I just thought the problem was rectified. I thought it was totally rectified. But apparently, the hot chili pepper shortage from last summer is pervasive. It continues because, like all the supermarkets that I visited, there's no freaking Sriracha sauce, and I want the original, the one with the rooster on it.
Yeah.
It's the red, bright red sauce, the green plastic cap. It's got the rooster on the label. What are you saying? It's Hui Fong or
Hoi Fong.
Hoi Fong?
I've never said that before. I always saw it, but I never said the words until today. But Sriracha, yeah, I always called it just Sriracha.
Yeah, Sriracha. And it's the stuff that's made like in Irvine, California. This stuff is made in California. And I remember some years ago, maybe 10, 12 years ago, there was another story about the factory that people in the neighborhood or people nearby, they were pissed because the smell of Sriracha was constantly in the air. And I think the plant had to spend like millions of dollars on like a containment system to try to keep the Sriracha hot chili sauce smell inside the plant. That's a little sidebar there. But Roxanne, you looked this up, and then I remembered that there was a shortage of chili peppers. So I remember, and you found the story, last summer, there was apparently a horrifically bad crop of the chili peppers, which are grown in Mexico. So I guess the bad crop from last summer and this is, I guess, the dominant chili pepper, or maybe the only one they use in the Sriracha sauce. I guess there's a big shortage of the peppers, so there's a shortage of the sauce.
Also, they use every other person that uses Sriracha flavoring in their stuff is going for the same peppers as well.
You're saying they don't have the sauce? Meh.
That's funny.
Thanks, man.
I don't think anyone knows what you're talking about.
They don't have the sauce.
I got the sauce.
That was at some commercial like 2 years
What are
ago.
you talking about? Everybody knows what that is.
Anyway, so I need Sriracha. Now, here's the deal. I have an old bottle of Sriracha, but it's near the bottom. There's like maybe an eighth of the bottle left.
Nobody wants to go to somebody's house for a nice little dinner party to just have their old condiments there.
Well, but the deal is it's the bottom of the bottle, and it's not the bright red anymore. When it ages, it turns into like a maroon. And we're having some neighbors over tonight. We're having 2 couples over. It's our turn to do the dinner thing because they've done the dinner on their back patio, and then the other neighbor, we had dinner there. So now it's our turn in the rotation.
What a pain.
So we're having a couple of couples over tonight from the neighborhood. Neighbors are over, and we're doing dinner. We'll have some bottles of wine. I'll maybe bring out a bottle of whiskey or something.
Whoa.
And we're doing the Poke Bowl station.
God, that sucks.
Why
don't you have a pizza station or something?
No,
if I showed up, I'd be like, Poke Bowl.
We're doing the Poke Bowl.
Blue cheese.
And it's going to be phenomenal. I've got tuna. I'm going to cube the tuna. And I have great tuna. It's defrosting. I've got great frozen sushi grade tuna, the big blocks. So I've got to cut it, and then I cube it. I put it into the stainless steel container. Then I add, and there's no recipe here. I just do it by sight and feel. Then I put some soy sauce in. Then I put the Sriracha in.
You need that stuff.
But I want the vibrant red, and also I want to put the Sriracha out in case people want to put Sriracha on their Poke Bowl. So I've got the tuna cubed. I've got the soy sauce, some Sriracha, some shichimi, which is Japanese chili pepper flakes.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm not invited to this party.
And then I put in, and the great flavor is 100% Japanese sesame oil.
Can I ask you a question?
You stir it up, but then I've got all the veggies. I'm going to have sprouts.
Edamame. Oh, no.
Are you going to
I was excited about your Poke Bowl party, but now with all the sprouts and stuff, I'm just
is there a rope where your neighbors can hang themselves from?
Can I explain what's in my...
What about some substance? What about some sustenance?
Listen to me.
The sprout bar is open.
You've got the tuna. There'll be some sprouts, some daikon radish, cucumbers, carrots.
What if one of your attendees gets confused and they think the sprouts are on your head?
Edamame. I'm gonna have the soybeans. Edamame.
Just let them finish.
And then it's all on a bed of rice. And I cook up my Japanese sticky rice. It's a short grain koshikari rice from Niigata in Japan, and it's done up right in a real zojirushi rice maker.
Do you think all these fancy words are going to lull your guests into realizing they're only consuming like 50 calories?
Can I ask a serious question?
The flavors are going to be fantastic.
Excuse me, Froggy has a serious question.
Well, yes, Froggy.
All right, you're saying that you go from house to house. The last couple of other houses you went to, what did they serve?
I can't remember because it wasn't memorable.
Oh, now you're...
What I'm doing tonight is going to be memorable. It's going to be an array of phenomenal colors and
You sure everybody likes that stuff, though?
Yeah, Michelle asked. They all thought it was a phenomenal idea. Michelle said, what if, Todd, MJ, what if he does a Poke Bowl station with steamed rice, great sticky rice, and the tuna. Oh, I'm also doing salmon.
You can't ask like that because they're guilted and they're saying, it sounds delicious.
Nobody's guilt.
He's going to be touching every piece of raw fish?
They all...
sounds great.
Why are you busting my chops?
You're the one who's talking on it endlessly about this dish of...
It's going to be a delicious Poke Bowl station in my house tonight.
I want to take the Sriracha and just squirt it in my eye.
How about chicken Alfredo?
Well, I'll tell you what, you could do that in about 10 minutes because...
I could do it Monday after the party because you need it for tonight.
Now, the whole story began early this morning because I mentioned that I can't find Sriracha anywhere, that the space on the shelves in the supermarket is all bare, and apparently there's the Sriracha shortage. And I said, hey, is there any listener that can bring me some Sriracha? And apparently, is it David you said?
Yes, it's
Yeah,
David.
Roxanne, hello.
Yes, it's David. What would you do if you went to someone's house and they served you a maroon sriracha? Would you call them out on it?
I'd call him a maroon.
That's why I want a fresh bottle that is bright red and not the aged sriracha, which turns more of a maroon.
Boy, hey, neighbors, this is what your dinner conversation is going to be
Listen,
tonight.
you'll
notice how bright my sriracha is.
Why
Yeah.
are you busting my chops over here?
That's
gonna
what you're
be
going to
great.
do.
It is going to be fantastic.
Okay. Stop breaking his castanets over this.
Guess what? I'm going to take pictures of my poke bowl station
Oh, God.
with all the ingredients lined up on the counter where everyone gets to take the rice, build their own poke bowl. They're going to love it. I got sesame seeds.
Ooh.
You can sprinkle sesame.
Now we're talking.
I've got smelt roe. Little orange, little orange fish eggs at the sushi bars.
Every food that you've named is like seriously negative calories.
I've got
tiny.
I've got seaweed salad too.
Oh,
I do
wow.
like that.
Yeah,
I like seaweed
I've got the
salad.
seaweed salad. Yeah,
Only Yoko's, though.
Yeah. So I guess I got the seaweed salad from Jeff at Yoko's actually.
Oh, okay. Now we're
I
talking.
got a whole frozen bag of the seaweed salad.
Oh,
I
good.
picked it up last night. So, all right. So anytime now, the guy is bringing us fresh sriracha. So I'm looking forward to this.
Are you going to
Now-
run down your whole menu again for him when he comes
No,
to the sriracha?
I'm not.
Okay,
But
thank you.
Folks, I'm going to take a picture, multiple pictures tonight, and I will post them on my Instagram. So follow my Instagram tonight. I will post at Certified MJ Radio. So my Instagram is Certified MJ Radio. Give me a follow, and you'll be able to see the pictures of my brilliant poke bowl station with my guests that are going to be thrilled.
David is here. He doesn't know where to go.
I'll tell him where to go.
All right, Andrew, can you help? Well,
Just get the bottle and send him away.
hold on. What do you mean? No, we're going to bring him in.
What?
I want to listen. The guy's coming down. We'll bring him up to the studio.
Great.
Yeah, he's bringing donuts. Hadley brings up a good
Okay.
point. He's bringing
Hey,
donuts.
Andrew. So where is he, Roxanne?
He's probably down
He
the
said he's
parking lot.
here, but he's not sure where to go. So I told him
Tell him to
go
walk into the big building.
Does he have the address? Does he know? So does Andrew need to go get him?
Well, eventually, because he's, he can't get in.
All right,
We have security.
Hadley, stop.
Oh,
I don't need
I-
an 11-year-old girl to get the strange man, all right?
Yeah, Hadley,
You
just
stay
stay
right here.
Just stay
That's
right
what
here.
we have Andrew
Yeah.
for.
Andrew, the grown man, will go get the guest.
Yeah, she wants to help us. All well-intended, but
Hey,
stranger.
Speaking of pictures and my Instagram, I just posted during the last break, and I mentioned this earlier, and you got to take a look at this. Froggy, did you see the two French bulldogs on my Instagram?
So cute.
Did you see that?
I did, yeah.
All right, I just posted this a little while ago. I was leaving my workout yesterday. I work out at X-Force on Kennedy in South Tampa. And, hey, Roxanne, what did you say? You said something to me. Was it yesterday or the day before?
Oh, I know. You were so happy that I said that.
No. But you said, hey, I don't want to sound creepy. What did you say?
Andrew was in here, so Andrew heard me.
Yeah,
so
what
I had
did
a
you say?
witness. It wasn't
Yeah.
like anything I said to you.
Yeah, I was going to file an
privately.
HR complaint.
Right, exactly. I was like, oh, someone has been working out because I never really look at
But
your
no,
body because I can't see it.
No, hold it. You said, I don't want to sound creepy.
I don't know what I said.
I think you said, I don't want to sound creepy or stalkerish. But what
I didn't
what
say stalkerish.
What did you say?
I said I can tell you've been working out, but the reason is because people were commenting on your shirt.
Yeah.
So I had to get up and look at your shirt.
Right. That was yesterday.
Yes, that was
Right.
yesterday. So I don't know. You may have been in a flexing pose when I looked at you.
I was in no flexing
yeah,
pose.
You may have been like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, like the Mr. World pose where you're at an angle and you're making your muscles look like a crescent
So
moon.
Roxanne is like, admiring my, I'm getting in better shape, and I'm starting to get. So Roxanne is staring at my body, saying, "Oh,
Yeah.
you are working
that's
out."
exactly what I was
Giving
doing.
me all kinds of oogly googly eyes over here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So no, because it's almost 2 months now. I've been doing X-Force in South Tampa. I think they also have a one in Palm Harbor. And look, I mean, it's clearly I'm getting my muscles back. I'm
clearly.
getting my definition back.
Back from
So-
when?
Well, here's the deal. I was leaving yesterday at X-Force, and I'm at the traffic light on Kennedy and Lois. And I look over, and there's a black pickup truck to the left of me, and there are two adorable French bulldogs that are just staring at me. I don't know what. I think
Maybe they were looking at your muscles.
That's exactly right. They
He
were noticing that I'm starting to look a little more buff and cut over here, and so the dogs are staring at me, and I just grabbed my camera and I snapped a picture.
They are staring right at you,
dude. Look at it. And do you see the one as the paw on the door ledge?
They're very personable dogs. I'll tell you.
These could be the two ugliest bulldogs.
Oh, come
French
on.
bulldogs in the history of dogs.
That's how they all look.
I just posted the picture. These dogs are adorable.
Bester says they're ugly. Are you crazy?
They're ugly dogs.
They're in the they're in the back seat of this pickup truck, and they're literally looking right at me like I'm holding a bone-in ribeye, about to toss it to them. And I snapped the picture. I just put it up on my Instagram. It's at Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. And these dogs are adorable. I mean, listen, the smashed-in dog breeds, the ones with the smashed-in faces, they're not our cup of tea, meaning, we're not going to have a French bulldog, even though Chloe is freaking begging for one. My God, my daughter won't leave me alone. Daddy, can we get another dog? It's like, you don't even live at a home. We've got 2 Jack Russell Terriers. 2 are good. 3 is a crowd. No, I know people love pugs and they love the bulldogs with the smashed-in faces. But, for us, that's not a breed that I want, but I can recognize that they're still pretty cute. And the picture of these 2 dogs staring at me like I'm a walking pork chop, it's very adorable. And the image is up at Certified MJ Radio. So if you're on Instagram, just go to Certified MJ Radio and see these adorable dogs.
Number 1 dog in the world.
And
for what?
No, we had a story last week.
Talk about number 1 dog in the nation.
The number 1 breed right now is the French Bulldog. It's true. We had a story.
Took over after the lab after 35 years.
Hey, while you're at Certified MJ Radio on Instagram, give me a follow, because then also you'll be able to see my Poke Bowl station.
Oh, God.
And all the images of that tonight.
God knows you don't want to miss that.
So, Froggy, are you still vibrating over here?
I'm very, very jacked up today.
And you said you took 10-hour energy? There's no such thing as 10-hour energy.
Well, I took 2 5s.
Yeah, let's do the math.
Yeah, that's it. For the first time ever.
So 5 plus 5 is 10-hour energy.
Yeah.
Dude, you took 2 10-hour energies?
My heart sort of hurts, and I puked a little while ago.
Oh, my God.
You have to put food on top of that stuff.
Dude.
Yeah, no, I haven't had, and I took my medication this morning for my migraines and my Lipitor.
Hold on. At what time did you take 2 5-hour energies?
I took on the way in. Just on the drive.
You're driving and you're sucking down 2 5-hour energies at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Right out the window.
Talk about drinking and driving, right? Drinking these 5-hour energies.
So it hit me wrong in last break. I was holding in a reversal.
Sorry. Come up with a better term.
I was holding in a reversal.
Hey. People are like eating breakfast right now. Come on.
I'm sorry. I was holding in a reversal and I couldn't hold it anymore.
So that's why you were missing for the first 10 minutes of our segment.
And it was like chemicals. I don't know what's going on.
What do you think's in that stuff, Robbie?
I have never had a 5-hour energy in my life.
They're good.
Listen, I've taken, and this is 100% God's honest truth, and it's Good Friday, okay? Let me be very clear. I have never had a full energy drink. I've never had a Monster. I've never had a Rockstar.
You used to have hundreds of them in your office, but I drank them all.
Yeah, hold on. At one time, there was an advertising partnership with these great companies that thousands of people use, and we were all for great companies, and they sent us, MJ,
hundreds of bottles.
Like they were stocking 5 Walmarts. I mean,
we had hundreds of bottles of 5-hour energy.
It was like a new flavor.
And they were in my office. No, there were all kinds of flavors, and the boxes start disappearing. And come to find out, Froggy pretty much drank every single 5-hour energy bottle.
Every one of
back
them.
at the old station, back around like 2010, 2011.
You would hide them under your desk for some reason.
And then you found them, and then you stole every single one. I don't even think I ever tasted it.
That's probably what did it to your stomach, Froggy. That's probably why you have ulcers.
Exactly.
Why would you? Excuse me.
Hold on.
5-hour energy would not do that.
Now, also, it
was Excedrin.
Like Red Bull. I have taken like maybe 2 sips of Red Bull. That's like the only thing I've ever had. I've had like 2 sips of Red Bull, and I've never had a full Red Bull. I've never had a taste of any other energy drinks. It's just, I don't need an energy.
You never had a coffee?
I mean, listen to me. Do I need a freaking energy drink? I don't.
Did you do Jaeger bombs and do Red Bull and Jaeger?
No, I'll drink Jaeger. I like Jaeger. I think Jaeger's a fantastic liqueur.
Did you drink vodka and Red Bull?
Oh.
No, I don't drink Red Bull. I don't, and vodka sucks. Come on, what vodka blows?
That's what you're drinking if you're an alcoholic, right?
If you're gonna drink liquor, drink a liquor with character, with personality. Whiskeys, bourbon, scotches, ryes. Come on.
I was reading an article with John Goodman, and he said that he would drink vodka when he was on the Roseanne show because nobody could smell it. He said that's the drink of the alcoholic.
That's how you know the alcoholic teachers.
He said that almost every episode of Roseanne he was drunk on.
All right, so
I'd have to be too.
Froggy, you can't.
Isn't that funny?
So Froggy,
I don't know.
You took 10-hour energy because you had 2 5-hour energies.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at is that my Sriracha's? Hey, come on around
Hi,
here.
nice to meet you.
Yeah, bring all the stuff over
Oh my
here.
gosh, he's got a ton of it.
Yeah,
He's got a bunch of bottles. Come
Wow.
on around. Come
Holy
on between
crap.
me and Roxanne here.
All right.
You look like the Subway guy, Jared.
That is
don't
the
say
worst-
that.
That is the
What's-
worst compliment
Dude,
you can
don't-
give a man.
don't say
All right,
that.
Start right into it.
All right.
But that, sort of have his look.
Yeah. So hey, Fester, I don't know if that. Can you hold the mic up? Yeah, because
there we go.
you're a tall guy.
Man, you're big.
And wait a minute. And apparently you're too tall to be on camera.
All right, so hold on. You're gonna sit down here. There we go. And now there's our camera.
Oh,
view
there
right
you go.
There's our
All
camera
right.
angle right there.
All right, so that we can do that. And hey, welcome to the MJ Morning Show. Your name is
David Osborne.
Hey, David.
Wow.
Now, David heard earlier this morning that I had a dilemma that I couldn't find Sriracha sauce. You know, the one with the rooster, the one Hui Fung.
Here, you read it. Here,
Hong
catch.
Fung.
1, 2, 3, catch.
Hong Kong Fooey, whatever it is. And I went to like 9 supermarkets yesterday. I couldn't find the real deal Hui Fong Foods made in Irwindale, California. I'm holding it up to MJ TV right now, and I couldn't find this anywhere. So, David, you brought in a whole box. You brought donuts. You brought a whole. What else is in the box?
I brought a bunch of different options just to, if you wanted to try them out or give them away to the crew.
So Sriracha isn't trademarked.
Oh, I know.
Right.
But,
so there's all kinds of different sauces.
But this one with the rooster is sort of the quintessential brand.
Right, that's the OG.
Now, David, what do you do for a living?
I'm a president of New Vista Foods Group.
Oh, there you go. So you're in the food business.
Wow. Yes.
And do you distribute Sriracha?
Not those, but I'm up early in the morning, so there's a couple places that are open that I went by and checked out and made some calls.
So where'd you find this?
We've got a couple of different places. There's a place called Sanwa Market on Hillsborough.
Right.
They're open at 4 and.
They open at 4 a.m.?
Yeah, on Fridays they do. Yeah.
Really?
Have you ever been to the Sanwa Market?
Yeah,
on
that's
Hillsborough?
where you can get great vegetables too, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
you know what
awesome
else?
place.
Oh my God! You know what else? I wish I would have known you.
You could have got baby bok choy for
Hold
him
on.
as well.
Hold on. I
You
need
could've
to go
given him
back.
All right.
I need to go back. I couldn't find watermelon radish anywhere. I need watermelon radish. Nobody had freaking water. I went
For the poke bowl?
Yeah, exactly. so I went to Sprouts. I went to Publix. I went to Whole Foods.
All right, dude, you need
I went to Trader Joe's. Nobody has watermelon radish.
Do you know why? Because you are doing the whitest person shopping in the world. You need to go to the Asian markets and to get the real authentic stuff. If you're gonna front yourself as a poke bowl master over here, you need to go to the Asian markets where you have all of the unique and more difficult to find things.
So, David, what's the name of your company?
New Vista Foods Group.
And what do you guys do? Do you distribute food?
Mm-hmm. So we distribute mostly to healthcare, nonprofits, daycares. We run trucks 5 days a week.
Oh, so you like a food service company?
Yep.
Like a Cisco or a...
Yeah, much smaller. We're a small family-owned business, been around for 20 years.
Gotcha.
We're real big on customer service.
Well, that's awesome. That's fantastic.
So
well, David,
So we brought here.
thank you.
Here's two. Here's one and second one. Incoming.
Look at that. I got 2 bottles now of real deal Sriracha.
And then he brought a couple of other brands that have Sriracha.
Hold on, what else?
The Sriracha flavor.
This is another one. Okay.
And one more. Oh, sorry, I put a little heat on that one.
All
Wow,
right.
you got options for your
I
guests.
got rolling Sriracha sauce. I got Sriracha out the wall. I'm blowing Sriracha out my butt right now.
You cannot put all of these out. You put one bottle out because your neighbors be like, "What the hell's with that guy? He has all this atomic sauce here."
You know what? This is a really good Friday.
Do you guys have a warehouse?
Thank you.
No, it's all in his garage.
Well, listen, hold on. Watch this. Watch it come full circle.
So, let me give you my card.
Oh, wait a minute.
If you ever need pallet rack, I sell pallet
He's in the
rack.
shelving
I know.
industry.
I hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
Just wondering.
This is Froggy's part-time job.
Yes.
What Froggy makes here couldn't feed the family. Fester, this is Fester's part-time job too.
This job barely covers a Tesla payment.
Oh, come on. Roxanne does not like
this
it.
is my hobby job.
this
This
is
is just a hobby job for me. I'm
listen,
just here, to get away
Rox,
out
it
of
is
the
what
house for a few.
Rox, it is what it is. It says.
Jeez.
So Froggy sends me a text last night, and can I read this text?
No, what are you talking about?
Froggy,
hey, hold on. He's got serious business to do today.
Froggy,
Yeah, can you let him go?
Yeah, MJ, are we done with him? Because he's got a big major corporation to run and dropping food off to nonprofits. Hey, you're my hookup now for Uncrustables if you drop off stuff at daycare. Right?
Let me know what you need.
Oh man, this is great.
We've got a connection, but I'll say it off air.
All right, I appreciate it.
Hold on a second. Do me a favor. Write down your name and phone number on the post-it over there. Unless you have a card.
No, we'll get everything from him.
Yeah, because I'll be in touch.
Thank you very much.
It's clearly stuff that I'm. Oh, is it a card?
Here's the card.
I got a New Vista Foods Group. David, you're the president, man. Look, I got the president of New Vista Foods Group right here in the studio.
Top dog.
All right. Hey, David, thank you very much.
No problem. Appreciate
I really appreciate you coming by and making the effort and bringing me my Sriracha sauce.
You made us party, David.
All right. Now, Froggy, you sent me this note last night.
A note?
Yeah. Actually, it was 4:41 yesterday afternoon. You don't remember? You sent me a text?
Yeah, but this has nothing to do with show stuff.
Do you know anyone locally with warehouse space I can use? What do you need warehouse space for?
I'm just working on something. I just want to know. That's it.
How
working on something.
How many square feet of warehouse space do you need?
10,000.
Listen, I just asked for Sriracha sauce, and it's here in an hour. Would you like to ask listeners if they have warehouse space?
Anybody have warehouse connections, let me know, please. What's my email? Damn it, I forgot it. Email MJ.
David, thank you very much.
Thanks, David.
How much warehouse space do you need?
It's something I'm inquiring about. It doesn't have to be gigantic.
All right, so if you have warehouse space that Froggy can potentially use, send me an email, mj at mjmorningshow.com.
Thank you.
That's mj at mjmorningshow.com, and I'll be happy to pass that along.
So is all that Sriracha yours? Because Kim says, can I have a bottle for her?
Oh, my God. Mooching my Sriracha over here?
Yeah, I guess not, Kim.
Hey, what should we give away first? Should we give away the Leonard Skinner ZZ Top tickets, or should we give away the Tampa Bay Lightning Steven Stamkos?
Roxanne, you make the call.
Steven Stamkos.
Let's do it right now.
Yes.
What do you say we do it right now?
Let's do it now.
Let's do it right now. It is 8 o'clock. Actually, it's 8:02 now on the MJ Morning Show. Right now, we have Tampa Bay Lightning tickets for Tuesday night, the 11th. It's going to be the Maple Leafs visiting the Lightning at Amalie, and it's a special night because it's the 1,000th game celebration for Steven Stamkos. So we've got tickets to the game and, as a bonus, a Steven Stamkos autographed hockey puck. So let's go with caller 35. How about that? What is Stamkos' number? Hey, Stamkos is 91? Let's go with caller 91. All right, okay.
Andrew hates you.
Steven Stamkos is 91?
It's
Let's
his
go.
fault. He picked the number.
Oh, no. It's his 1,000th game celebration. Let's go with caller 1,000.
Yes, that's brilliant.
Caller 1,000.
He's got a one for you right there.
Yeah, look, Andrew's. Hey, can you aim the camera at Andrew? Hey, Fester.
Yeah.
Andrew just flicked. Andrew, come on, Andrew. When I said caller 1,000, what'd you do? Come on.
There you go, buddy.
Did you get yourself on MJTV?
I'll
tell you what, I'll go with 91. Caller 91 right now, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Caller 91 right now for Steven Stamkos' number, his jersey number. You get tickets to his 1,000th game celebration on Tuesday night and an autographed Steven Stamkos NHL Tampa Bay Lightning hockey puck. Good luck. Caller 91, 800-990-1047. And we'll take the winner live on the air, too. So let me know when you're up to number 90. Hey, you know what I saw? Folks, I had no idea and this is like months later. Did you see that the cause of death
Yeah, I saw this.
for a celebrity has been revealed?
Yep.
And I'm telling you right now that this particular celebrity, his song is one of my favorite songs of all time.
I agree.
Now, you know who I'm talking about.
Of course.
All right. Now, Fester, do you know who I'm talking about when I say that the cause of death for a well-known celebrity who has one of my favorite songs of all time? Do you know who it is?
No.
Froggy, do you have any idea who I'm talking about?
Bobby McFarlane die?
Oh no! Get out of here.
No, stop. I hate that
That's
song.
a national.
no.
hate that
He's
song.
a national treasure.
I hate Don't Worry, Be Happy.
So now I'm thinking of what I think your favorite songs are, and I want to say, but the guy's been dead for a long time.
All right, so go ahead and who do you think it is?
I know that you get all tingly whenever Tom Petty is mentioned.
I love Tom Petty.
He
I'm a
does.
huge Tom Petty
I
fan.
know.
But that's incorrect.
It's
yes.
the guy with the hair.
Oh, the guy with the hair.
Who?
Coolio.
Did you say Coolio?
I think so. I can't remember.
That is
Yes.
Bet you everybody in the song is dead.
no. That guy was it. Kamal. What was his name?
I don't know.
The guy doing the singing. Well, he was pretty heavy, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think he was a big fat guy. He might have dropped dead of a heart
I
attack.
barely knew Coolio was singing that song.
That's just terrible. Yeah, family
Yeah.
spokesman Jarrell Posey told TMZ that Coolio's loved ones just got the news from the coroner. Fentanyl killed the rapper. He also had traces of heroin and methamphetamines in his system. That's a shame.
What, the meth wasn't enough?
Well, the meth might have been laced.
Yeah, that's the issue. A lot of drugs these days
Well, probably the heroin was laced with fentanyl.
Probably so. Because the drugs are cut sometimes with
Yeah.
the fentanyl, and people think that they're just getting some good old heroin. And then,
God.
Yeah, that's what happens.
and then
Yeah.
it's a cut with fentanyl, and then next thing you know, you're dead.
You can't just shoot up heroin and not worry about it anymore.
You know,
Anymore.
we're
It's
the
not
good
like
old,
the old days.
We're the good old days,
You want
Just have some good old fun heroin times.
real.
You want to MAGA something? Let's bring back the days of good old heroin.
You want to what?
Make America great again. That's a good heroin.
Don't say that
All this
around me.
crap heroin.
All right, so terrible. So that just came out. Hey, speaking of music, are we close to caller 91? By the way, Andrew, I want to modulate.
If by somewhere in
okay.
this...
Here he just picked up 90.
Okay.
The next line I pick up will be number 91, and that is going to be line number 5. Hi, good morning, MJ Morning Show. Who's this?
Cindy.
Cindy, can I ask why you're calling the MJ Morning Show on WRBQ FM Tampa Bay 104.7 FM?
I'm calling to win the tickets
Which tickets are you calling for?
for the Lightning game.
Yes. Guess what, Cindy? You are caller 91. You win.
Wow.
You got it.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
So you got
Thank you
tickets
so
to the Lightning game on Tuesday night. It'll be the celebration for Steven Stamkos' 1,000th game. And you also get a Stamkos autographed puck.
I am so excited. Thank you so much.
Cindy, thank you for listening. Are you a daily MJ Morning Show listener?
I sure am.
Did you hear?
I love you guys.
Did you hear the? Thank you. Did you hear the Poke Bowl talk a little earlier?
I did, and I don't like sriracha.
Oh, you don't. Oh, you don't like because I was going to throw in a bottle of Sriracha sauce as well. I was actually gonna squirt it all over your puck.
He actually signed the puck in Sriracha.
Yeah. Cindy, Cindy, thank you so much for listening. I highly appreciate it. And you're the winner. I'm going to put you on hold. And Andrew, our producer, is going to get all your information. Enjoy the game and your puck.
Great, thanks.
All right, hang on. All right, line 5, Andrew. She on hold.
All right, you want to pick up the rest of the lines and break their hearts?
Oh, 92.
This is my favorite part about picking up phone calls.
Good morning, MJ Morning Show. Hello, MJ Morning Show.
Don't do this to them.
Hey, you're caller 92.
Oh, son of a...
Hey, listen, I'm so sorry.
All right.
What's your name?
Lisa.
Hey, can you get closer to your hands free?
Lisa.
There you go. Yeah, Lisa. Oh, you're so close, Lisa. You were 92. You were the next caller.
Oh, well, next time.
Lisa, but thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for listening to the MJ Morning Show.
Of course. Have a great day.
You too. Have a great weekend.
From the bottom of your heart,
From
huh?
the bottom of our heart.
Listen, I'm being sincere, guys.
That's really sweet.
I really appreciate it.
Speaking of music, so got another rapper. So Coolio, dead of fentanyl, like 5 months later.
He died in September.
Dude, it's like 5 months later we finally know what killed Coolio, and this is crazy. I saw this headline. I'm like, are you serious? P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs.
I'm shocked at this
There's
information.
no way this is real.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Hold on. Where did you see this?
I read it. I read an article about it.
Hold on. You read?
Okay.
Wait, really?
Dude, if that's true, Sting is a brilliant man.
So you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Listen to this headline. Diddy pays Sting $5,000 every day because of the sample that was used on the Biggie memorial track.
Okay, is that possible? That song's been out for 25 years.
For which one?
That song.
The Biggie?
I've been loving you.
Exactly.
The Biggie one.
So, hey, do me a favor.
It's a great song.
Fester, bring that up. Bring up the Biggie Smalls tribute, I'll Be Missing You.
Okay.
Yeah, bring that up on YouTube. But listen to the story. For sampling the Police's 1983 every Sean P. Diddy Combs is said to be forever indebted to Sting to the tune of $5,000 a day.
So if he's having financial issues, how's he going to keep that bracket going?
$5K a day, love to my brother Sting. Diddy tweeted this. Diddy is 53 years old now. And on Wednesday, he apparently tweeted this out. And the tweet seemed to, they say, confirm this story, this rumor of this contractual obligation and the monetary payment of what it cost for the police to allow, or Sting to allow them to use the song.
That's $35,000 a week. How many weeks in a month? How many months in a year?
Well, okay.
Well,
how many years since the song came out?
There's 52 weeks in a year.
Well, hold on. I wanted to quiz Froggy on that.
Well, he obviously didn't know.
I don't know if, Froggy, did you
52.
know? Hold on. Did you know there were 52 weeks in a year?
Yes.
I don't think, Fester, you blew it.
All right. I didn't
know that was the level of our quizzing around here.
How many weeks in a typical month?
Oh, my God, 1,000. No, 4. Thank you, Hadley.
So, $5K a day. Representatives for neither Diddy nor Sting immediately responded to a request for comment from the New York Post and Page 6. But in his Twitter admission, Diddy, a native New Yorker, reposted a clip that featured Sting, who's now 71, discussing the perpetual payment during an appearance on a radio show in 2018. My God.
I'm trying to do some math, but I'm not good at it.
I guess back in 2018, Sting told the morning show host Charlemagne the God, Nice guy, by the way. I used to work right next
Yeah,
to
you
him.
used to park next to him, right? Or you saw him in the building all the time or
yeah,
something?
My studio was right when I worked up in New York. My radio studio for the morning show I did was right next to right next to Power 105, and that's where Charlemagne worked. He's a really nice guy, very friendly dude. And so back in 2018, Sting told Charlemagne that Diddy had to pay him $2,000 a day for using every breath you take.
Every breath you take.
That's a lot. Can you imagine that?
All right, it's only $1.6 million a year.
Or 1.82 million.
I don't know.
Festa, do you have the Biggie Smalls tribute? Do you have "I'll Be Missing You"?
Yeah, I think I do.
Do you have it? All right, bring that up. Live. Oh, this is the live version from the MTV Video Music Awards, right?
Yeah.
So Sting actually did it live. And then is that Diddy jumping around in the back?
Yeah, that's him just hopping around.
Yeah. When does Diddy start rapping?
I don't know that he does.
It's kind of hard with you not around.
Here we go.
You in heaven smiling down, watching us while we pray for you. Every day we pray for you. Till the day.
They never figured out who shot up Biggie Smalls, did they?
No, not yet.
Now,
I'm still working on
the
it.
Biggie, he was in like a Chevy Suburban, and he was in like South Central, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't he shot up?
Yeah, I think so.
Who was shot in Vegas?
Tupac was shot in Vegas.
Tupac was shot after the Tyson fight.
And we don't know who shot Tupac either.
No.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Man, all these shooters on the loose, man.
I'll be missing you, Biggie.
So
I love that album.
I just thought that was nuts that it's either 2,000 a day or 5,000 a day.
It's a lot
that he's owed in royalties.
Either way, that's a lot of money.
So someone did the math on the text line. Diddy pays $1,820,000 a year to Sting.
Yeah, that's what Fester did that 10 minutes ago.
All right. Thank you, Texter. Yeah, it's $1.82 million a year
in perpetuity.
And how many years has it been, Froggy?
I don't know.
25
Over
years?
20.
Let's say 25 years.
Let me tell you right now.
$45 million.
Come on, that can't be true.
Yeah, it is.
1.8 times 25 is $45 million. $45 million for Sting to go. Sting does.
Couldn't he got a cheaper sample? Jeez.
No kidding.
Yeah, should have used like Matthew Wilder's "Break My Stride" or something.
Or Lou Bega, Mamba number 5.
You could have done a total buyout for that for like $400.
Yeah.
You know.
Didn't Sting sell his entire library though?
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm selling my entire library except for the $5K a day that I win from Diddy every day.
What if Diddy shows up with a check every day?
I'm a very confused individual.
What are you confused about?
They tell you to sleep more, and now I see a story that if you sleep too much, you're going to have a stroke. What the? I mean,
we can't drink wine. We can't sleep a little. I mean, what is going on?
I can tell you, I think I've averaged 5 hours of sleep the last 3 nights, and this is not good. It's much better to get more sleep. I don't believe that study.
I had weird sleep last night.
It's a full moon.
I was on the. Well, it has nothing to do with the full moon.
Yes, it absolutely does, because it shines in your face and charges
the
you.
The moon was.
We don't live in caves.
The moon was. I don't live in a lean-to in the backyard.
He has
okay?
blackout blinds.
The moon was not shining in my face.
Even when you drive to work in the morning and you see it, it's shining at you, like charging your face up. So then it's almost like a ginormous screen. You know how they say don't look at your screens before you go to bed?
What if you drive the other way?
Roxanne, I had weird sleep last night. It had nothing to do. It just depends if I get a nap during the day. I got kind of a really short, I only had like a 15-minute nap yesterday. I try to get like 30, 45 minutes minimum. Sometimes I'll get a full hour or 58 minutes. Yesterday I had like a 12-minute nap. And then I was working. I was prepping the show last night. And I was in the living room on the couch. Michelle's sitting there with me, and I dozed off. So in an upright sitting position, my back against the couch, a little bit of a lean. I slept for I think 2.5 hours. I mean, literally, I was out. So then I woke up at about midnight.
Oh.
And then I continued to work on the show until about 2:30. and then I slept until 5. So,
wow, that's awful.
If you add it all together, I got like almost 5. I think I got. Sorry, hiccup.
What was that?
It was a hiccup. It was a hiccup.
That was half
I got. I think almost 5 hours sleep, but it was kind of split, and I feel okay. But here's the deal.
You want a 5-hour energy? I got one more.
I do not want 5 hours. I don't need it. Listen to me. Does it
I can
sound
do 15.
Like, does it sound like I'm tired and dragging? No, it doesn't.
You're on Ritalin, right?
I'm on nothing. You stop.
How many medications are you on?
I'm on cholesterol and I'm on my acid reflux.
You're not on Adderall?
And I got to always remember to put the L in reflux.
Yeah.
All right. Got to remember that. So Froggy, I'm not on Adderall.
Okay.
I'm not on. Why would you think I'm on Adderall or Ritalin?
You know how people are on Adderall, they're like, and they're always like going. They don't need anything else.
No, this is natural.
Yeah, I know. That's what you're naturally crazy. But good for you. You need the energy.
Are you less likely to have a stroke according to this study?
I don't know.
The way he is, man, he's going to stroke out.
All right, let me give you.
I hope you don't, but
thank you.
I'm just saying.
Thank you, Froggy.
Watch him stroke out during this hour and 20 minutes of uninterrupted broadcast.
Will you
And he has to
stop?
go on with the rest of it.
Don't say that.
Will you stop? Come on.
Let's call Michelle.
Can I tell?
Happy New Year.
It's more of a visual now. I'm sorry, everybody in the car.
Can I tell the story, please?
Yeah.
So now, if you sleep over 9 hours a night, you could suffer from a stroke. What the hell?
Yeah, I'll take my chances on that one.
Who sleeps so well? I guess I could.
Who sleeps 9 hours a night every night?
Nobody has time to do
I
that.
can never sleep. Even if I have no alarm clock set, if I have nothing going on a Saturday or Sunday morning, we don't have a morning show. I'm not getting up early to go to Dade City to go to the range or something to the Dade City operation. So if I have nothing to do, if I'm not getting up to do early scuba diving, if I've got nothing, and even if I go to bed late, if I go to bed, let's say Michelle and I are watching 2 double features or something, and we get to bed at like 2:30 in the morning, I cannot sleep more than typically 5.5 to 6 hours straight. I cannot tell you the last time that I've ever slept 7 or 8 hours. It doesn't happen.
You're just not that type.
It just does not happen. I can't. And now listen to this. A new study published in the journal Neurology suggested getting too much sleep can be damaging. Man, all this herky-jerky crap. It's, one day stuff is good for you, next day it's bad for you. They tell you, you got to get good sleep. And now sleep over 9 hours a night and you can have a stroke.
Clickbait.
I just got a sleep mask. I wore it for the first time last night. It did nothing.
What do you mean you got a sleep mask?
Cover your eyes.
Yeah, that helps though, doesn't it? No?
Didn't do anything.
I have a retainer and I wake up choking on it every morning. It needs to be refit.
The mask to block out the moonbeam shining in your eyes?
Exactly.
You should get a shade.
Yeah. Roxanne sleeps in a sleeping bag in her backyard. That's why the moon shines in her eyes.
Got a friend of those window treatments. Pay you a visit.
Yeah, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends at least 7 hours of sleep a night. I can't get that. Well, first of all, Monday through or actually Sunday night through Thursday night, with my crazy schedule, that's impossible. But even when I have unencumbered ability to sleep, I can't sleep more than 5.5 or 6 hours. Our results suggest that sleep problems should be an area of focus for stroke prevention, said Dr. Christine McCarthy, a sleep scientist who led the study.
You know what I think this is doing? I think it's causing people to worry about their sleep. Just go to bed when you can, try to get up when you can, just like with my sleep app. That I deleted that off my phone.
Do you if you're laying in bed and you're not asleep but you're still laying there, are you getting rest?
No, it doesn't count. It might count as like light sleep when you're in that transition phase.
You need REM sleep.
Right.
You need deep REM sleep in order to get good sleep.
There's light sleep, which is the first phase of you just falling asleep. Then there's
what are you, a neurologist? What?
Yes, and then there's a third non-REM deep sleep, which is very important for your body to recharge and replenish all of its physical activity. And then there's the REM sleep, which is for your mind to de-junk itself and get all the crap out that you've been thinking about and festering all day.
And then there's the REM and Losing My Religion and The One I Love.
And look, I've just put Fester to sleep, so there you go.
And Man on the Moon.
What's the frequency, Kenneth?
That's Fester's apnea over there.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
We're doing a sleep study right now.
Do you still have that machine, Fester?
Do you still have the pilot's mask? Do you still have the F-16 fighter jet mask?
Hadley, smack him up. Smack him so she wakes up. There you go.
I'm sorry. What are we talking about? You're still talking about MJ's Pokeballs?
Hey, all right, one last thing. Just a quick little segue, totally different. Snoring is linked to brain damage and early dementia.
Well, again, I mean, doesn't everybody snore?
Well, if you think about it, you're losing oxygen to your brain, right? When you snore,
I think so. I mean, yeah, my wife, she thinks I die 3 or 4 times every night.
Every time you're like fine, she's like, damn.
It's like I think 2 weeks ago, I told you a story that I slept for like 15 hours straight. And Allison stood there and was making sure I moved because there was like long stretches of she thought
the big one.
Yeah.
Dude, you just reminded me of something that I haven't thought of in years.
What?
You just said die in your sleep. Man, our neighborhood, we were all scared to death. And I haven't thought about this in years. I was in probably 3rd or 4th grade, and our bus stop was right on the corner of Daisy Court and Argo Place in Nanuet, New York. That's when I went to the George W. Miller Elementary School from kindergarten through 5th grade, and then we moved to Virginia Beach. On the corner of Daisy Court and Argo Place, the dude in the house on the corner on the right side died in his sleep, and we're all going to the bus stop. And the police were there, ambulance was there. This was like 1974, maybe.
Whoa.
I was a little
kid,
little schnip.
Yeah,
So and then all the kids were like asking, "What's going on?" And I don't know why the cop said it, but it was like a Clarkstown deputy sheriff, Rockland County, and the cop told, I think it was Richard Sclaren. Richard Sclaren lived at the house where the bus stop was, right in front of his house. And the cop told Richard Sclaren that the guy across the street died in his sleep. And you want to talk about being scared to death at like a 4th grader?
Nice bedside manner.
I know.
Officer.
Man, I was terrified. And then for the length of the duration that we lived there in Nanuet, every time I walked by that house, I'd be like, oh my God. I just remembered. We drove by the house like in 2017. We went to my old neighborhood, and I said to Michelle, see that house right there? Guy died in his sleep. I thought about it last maybe 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
That's spooky.
It is. It's spooky.
That's how I hope to go, by the way. That's my preferred method of departing.
Daughter's right next to you.
She knows.
What do you guys think?
Don't give me that look, kid. I hope to die in my sleep. No, I don't hope to die next week in my sleep, but, maybe. Who knows?
I'm moving along.
Make sure he has his will taken care of.
I'm moving along.
Okay, we're good.
Thank you. All right. Hadley, I'm moving along.
We're moving along. No more dead people talk.
And when you talk, you got to be in front of a microphone. All right. So here's the deal. Do you guys believe in, or what are your thoughts on the whole work-wife situation? I've had this story all week long. I just didn't get around to it. And I've been meaning to. It's just, we get all jammed up.
All right.
I had a guy who used to, when I was at Bay News 9, he was my favorite photographer, and we always loved, I loved all my photographers there, but we always had a good time. We worked together, went out on assignment. You met him, Fester.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
What a jerk. So,
Yes.
And
his name was Scurvy.
Work wives or work husbands is nothing but trouble once you start giving somebody that name.
Yeah. So
it's nothing but a headache.
But the headline, what caught my attention was a story about the different generations and age groups and what they think of the whole work-wife deal, whether it's a real deal or not. So millennials, the generation from roughly 1981 to 1996, being born in 81 to 96, the millennial generation, apparently they, by and large, disapprove of the typically platonic office relationship called the work wife or the work husband. And this is a brand new poll which was conducted for Newsweek magazine, or now they're a website. So this month, 1,500 U.S. adults were asked about relationships in the workplace and their opinion on work spouses. Defined in the poll as a coworker with whom someone shares a special relationship that can include a bond similar to a marriage. Of those surveyed, 21% said it's fine to have a work spouse, while 45% called it inappropriate. But opinions were divided based on differing generations. So 57% of millennials polled in the survey identified between the ages of 25 and 34 gave a thumbs down to the idea of having a work spouse. Just 18% said it was okay. 17% said it depends on the circumstances. 8% undecided, blah, blah, blah. But it varies. Generation Z, which is a newer generation, Generation Z, born between 1997 and 2012.
They don't work.
They seem to be more on board with the idea of having a work spouse. Only 39% disapprove. 40% of baby boomers, and so I'm not a baby boomer. I'm a Gen Xer. I think we're all Gen Xers.
Speak for yourself.
I was born.
Yeah, Roxanne, you're a baby boomer. You're older than all of us in the room. All right, so
It's not true.
Not true.
The baby boomer generation is 1946, just after World War II, to 1964. The last year of the 90% silver, quarter dime, and $half dollar.
Oh, that's how I remember it too.
Exactly. Yeah.
What if you call someone your work old ball and chain, like instead of your work wife or work spouse? Is that okay?
A lot of times when you work with people, you see them every day. Many days you spend more time with those people than you do your actual spouse.
So, baby boomers were against this type of relationship. None of the participants surveyed were perpetually overlooked. Gen Xers, I guess, also similar to the baby boomers. But should we go to phones on this? Should I ask? I am. Let's ask our listeners.
Do you have a work wife or husband?
What would you like to say about the whole work wife, work husband deal? Do you have one? Do you hate the concept? Has it caused any problem in your relationship? Let's dial up right now. Let's go. 800-990-1047. That's 800-990-1047. And give us your thoughts on the whole work wife, work husband situation. And it does vary. What you think does, according to the survey, vary according to your age and what generation you are from.
I think I feel more comfortable with someone saying that this is my work wife or work wife than this is my work girlfriend.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Right? Oh, because girlfriend would kind of connotate a little bit more of a flingy dingy going on.
Yeah,
when you equate somebody to a wife, then everybody knows there's no sex after.
Everybody knows that. So. The question is, do you have a work wife? Do you have a work husband? And what are your thoughts? Has it caused a problem, or are there angles that we're not even thinking about? Our listeners always have great stories. So on the whole work wife, work husband deal, 800-990-1047, 800-990-1047. Buzz us up and give us some insight, give us some stories. I'm sure you've got something to tell. Let's grab Kurt in Tampa. Kurt, you're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hi, Kurt. Go ahead.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey
I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher in Hillsborough, and my first job, I had a work wife that was probably 20 years older than me, married with 2 kids. I was in my 20s, and now I have 2 work wives, so I'm doing pretty good for myself.
Like now,
are you?
So the older teacher was more of a mentor and showing you the ropes as you were.
No. We just were neighbors, and if she needed me to step in, I would help her out.
Oh wow. Okay, and then what do you do now? Kurt, are you still a teacher? Oh, man.
This is a difficult call.
Did we lose Kurt?
Yeah. Is he still there? All right.
Well, the line still sounds like it's open.
MJ, the problem with work wives
Kurt, come on, man. I want to hear about your 2 work wives now.
The problem.
It's like what's that creepy dystopian series on Hulu?
Sister Wives?
No, the one with the Scientologist from Mad Men. What's her?
Oh,
January Jones.
No,
I don't know.
Lisa.
January Jones.
I don't know.
Come on, they wear the crazy outfits and everything.
I have no
Come on,
idea.
did we lose Kurt? Son of a! All right, Kurt, call us back.
Or not.
We're getting hit up a lot on the text line. It's okay because with a work wife you don't have sex, and then another one
But
says
sometimes it does morph
I'm a
into that.
Female.
You try telling your work wife something that's personal or something that happens in the family that you would but you innocently left out telling your wife, and it gets back. Work wives aren't worth. It's not worth the labels.
Let me go back to phones. All right. Kurt. Oh, hang on. Kurt is back. Hey, Lisa, you're going to be up next. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Lisa, hold on. Let me put you on hold. I was just about to grab you, but we got Kurt back. All right, Kurt. So your phone crapped out.
Yeah, I got some bad AirPods.
No problem. All right. So because I heard the line was still open. So Kurt, are you still a teacher?
I am still a teacher, and now my two work wives in my new school are both my age. They have husbands and kids, but I help them.
So is it like a sandwich now, or because
do you have threesomes with your two work wives?
Are you in like a work wife sandwich because you've got the middle classroom and they're on the left and the right?
No, when one's absent, I can go to another and hang out, and we can just vent to each other and give them a little advice here and there, cover their class if they need.
And Kurt, what do you teach? What age do you teach, Kurt?
High school, human anatomy and physiology and bio.
Oh, wow.
Are they jealous of each other, your two work wives, or they're cool with stuff?
No. We're all very copacetic.
All right. Do you refer to these other professional teachers as your work wife to your real wife?
Yeah, she's aware. She's a nurse practitioner. She has some work husbands at all of her residents and things, so it's all good.
Does she have any work wives, or I mean, what if you have like what if you're a female and you have like a female work wife? I mean, is it your work lesbian?
I know somebody who has one of those. She's a hetero, but she calls one of her coworkers her work wife.
Gotcha. Hey, Kurt, thanks for the call. Thanks for calling back. Let me go to Lisa now. Lisa's in Port Richey. Hey, Lisa, MJ Morning Show, you're up.
Hey, I hate the idea.
Why do you hate the idea of a work wife, work husband?
Because it could lead to something else. I'm not saying it does to everybody, but I have a friend who complained to another guy about his work because she couldn't communicate with her husband about it, and they ended up having an affair. So I hate the idea because of that. I mean, that, and I just hate the idea if my husband wants to have a work wife. I just don't think it's right. I'm a Gen Zer, so Gen Xer, I'm sorry.
Well, how old are you?
Oh, gosh. 52.
Oh, yeah, so you're a Generation X.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Did I say something? I said Gen Z, didn't I?
Sorry.
Yeah. No, I hate the idea because if he wants to complain to to his work wife about something, he should come to me and complain about it.
There you go.
He's probably complaining about you to his work wife.
Thank you, Lisa. Have a great day.
Someone said they have a work bro and she's his work sis, and so that seems reasonable, right? Because you're not going to have incest with your work bro, work sis, unless that then becomes even more taboo and more forbidden love.
Linda's in St. Pete. Linda, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi. I don't agree with it because I had a work husband and we had one heck of an affair.
Oh, my God. Holy moly. All right. So,
Linda.
One heck of an affair.
Did your husband find out?
No.
How long did the affair go on?
Goodness. Over a year.
Wow. And how long ago was this, Linda?
Oh, this was quite a while ago.
And then what type of work was it? I mean, don't tell me the name of the company, but what type of...
I was a retail secretary.
So you were a secretary, and were you having the affair with the boss?
Yes.
Oh, wow. So would you, go into his office and, take dictation or something?
No, a lot of times he wanted to lock the door.
Yeah, I bet he did.
So would you... Hold on. Would you guys get it on in his office behind locked door?
He tried. I would not.
So where did you have your affair then? Where did this torrid action occur?
Hotels.
Yeah, seedy hotels.
Wow.
What
No, they weren't seedy. They were nice hotels.
What year did all this go down?
Oh, goodness. I don't know. It was the 90s.
Wow. And your husband never found out?
No, he didn't.
Who was better, the boss or your husband?
The boss.
Oof.
So with that in mind, are you glad you did it? Glad it's over? Glad? What do you feel in retrospect?
Yeah, how did it end?
I got to be friends with his wife,
Oh.
and then I started to feel guilty, so I ended it.
Did you remain employed or did you leave shortly after?
No, I was employed.
Wow. All right. Thank you, Linda. Appreciate it. All right, one more call, then we got to move on. And maybe the phones are all still ringing here. All right, Jessica's in Tampa. Hey, Jessica, you're on the MJ Morning Show, and we're talking about the whole work-wife, work-husband deal, and new studies out, and it varies on the generation whether they approve of a work-husband or work-wife. Jessica, where are you on all this?
I mean, I'm a licensed mental health counselor in Tampa, and literally you're sticking your hand in a pot of hot water if you do this. Most of my couples that are coming in for couples counseling have this going on, and it usually tends to lead to somebody.
So they have a work husband or work wife, which should be totally platonic and it should be just a work and professional relationship. But you're saying that in many cases, as a counselor, it morphs into something else?
It tends to, and it also builds resentment in the relationship that they have with their spouses.
So, listen, you're clearly, at work, men are clearly going to have a work relationship with a woman, and women are going to have a work relationship with a man. So, do you think that just the terminology, oh, she's my work wife, or oh, he's my work husband, do you think that lends and that you shouldn't even use that terminology? Is that what you're saying?
I don't agree with it. I think it's just putting your hand in the fire and just waiting to get burned. Because realistically, it just adds to, adding more acceptance to having like an open relationship.
All right, got you loud and clear. All right, one more, last one. Dave's in Largo. Hey, Dave, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Welcome.
Hey, MJ, it's Crazy Dave.
Hey, Crazy Dave.
Hey, I don't have a work spouse,
right?
But my wife does.
So
Yeah.
your wife has a work husband or a work wife?
Yeah, no, a work husband.
Yeah. What type of work does your wife do, Crazy Dave?
She is a hotel general manager.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I have her number on speed dial for my hotel hookups.
That's a pretty convenient place if you want to have an affair.
So, Dave,
if you're working at a freaking hotel.
So, Dave, your wife's at home. She's married to the Crazy Dave, and you're a wonderful guy, but I'm sure she has enough of you. She goes to work. How do you feel about her having a work husband?
Okay, well, normally, Fester, it might be a cause for concern. However, I know for a fact that her work husband is completely gay.
Okay.
But the way that she talks about him, it's like they bicker like they're an old married couple at work.
Yeah.
And she'll say, "Oh, he's such a spaz today. He did this. He was out of control."
I think spaz is like politically incorrect these days. I don't think you're allowed to say spaz anymore.
Yeah, you all know what you're talking about.
Oh well.
Nah. Anyway, yeah, you just got us all canceled.
But, yeah. She'll go on about this guy, and he was so nuts, and yet every time in like the last 20 years, she has moved to a new hotel and taken over a new hotel. Within a couple of weeks, it's a done deal that he's going to call her up and say, "Hey, can I come to work for you? It sucks here where I'm at."
And does she take him?
Yes, she does.
There you go. Crazy Dave, ladies and gentlemen, on the MJ Morning Show. Crazy Dave, have a great Easter weekend. All right, well, listen, a lot of people, a lot of thoughts on this.
The text lines are blowing up.
Yeah, what are the text lines saying?
It's so polarizing. It's like either someone's like, hey, what's wrong with society today? It's completely unacceptable. And then other people are like, I have one. It's completely innocent. Who cares? And then there's this one woman who's like, I have a work husband. He has me, I have him, but he's married to a man and I'm married to a woman. So it's like, they're all different ways to formulate this. So I feel kind of bad because I'm responding to everyone like I agree with every single point.
All right, Andrew, our producer, will have the last word on this. Yes, Andrew?
Yeah, the whole work wife, work husband thing.
Yep.
The people you work with that you can talk about work, they understand what you're going through that your real wife or husband may not understand.
Yeah, because they're in the same environment. They understand exactly what's going on where you work.
So maybe there needs to be a new term for it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Very true. And then you want to get away from work, so you don't want to talk about any of that.
Thank you very much. All right, when we get back, we have 3 mystery merch or merch madness packages we got to open up. So, and we got a huge box. I kind of wound this down. I'm not promoting mystery merch or merch madness anymore, but people have sent us stuff and they continuously do. We're going to get boxes in July and August and September. People just send us stuff all the time. But with the fact that people were just sending it a lot, we launched mystery merch on the MJ Morning Show, and we just encourage people, send us crap. Just send us stuff from Amazon, send us stuff, just send boxes or whatever.
Whatever you want.
So we opened up all kinds of stuff live on the air. So we've got 3 more unboxings, and I think we're caught up. So we'll do that next. Plus, this guy, the airdrops where you can put a message. I'm not an Apple user, but my kids do. And they've got the airdrop capability.
I love the airdrop capability.
Because I'm the only Android in the room. Roxanne, Fester, Froggy, they all use Apple. But, got a little bit of an airdrop deal. Another airplane airdrop story on a commercial flight. We'll get to that coming up in just a bit. Oh, do you see the list of, now TripAdvisor's best Chinese restaurants in the Tampa Bay area? You see this?
They can come out with a different list every day and we'd probably fall for it.
You know what? It's total clickbait. Because listen, you want to see if the place you like's on the list. And that my favorite Chinese restaurant is on the list. Hold on. That and a whole lot more next. Got a whole, half hour nonstop coming up on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Back in just a matter of moments. It is the MJ Morning Show that you are listening to. MJ, Roxanne, Fester, Froggy, Hadley, Fester's daughter in the studio this morning on this Good Friday because there's no school. 8:55, a lot of stuff to cram into this long chunk of the MJ Morning Show. Let's hit it. Oh, also, in just a bit, we've got Leonard Skinner and ZZ Top tickets for July 22nd at Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater. And that's coming up. We'll tell you exactly when to call in momentarily on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Fester, why do you look like you want to say something?
I don't. I'm waiting for you to finish your...
No, you had like some kind of a... Couldn't wait to get into, add something.
No. We're ready. Hadley's in the office. She just came in, and she's sorting through all of our MJ mystery merch stuff.
Oh, wow. Hey, speaking of mystery merch, you want to open up a couple of packages quickly?
I would love to. We got, MJ, we stopped I think, was it the beginning of last week?
Yeah.
That we kind of, it finally caught up with us. Somebody sent us a glitter bomb, and it's been expected. I was waiting for it to happen. Some smart ass out there. Somebody sent us
We got the Wiener coloring book.
Yeah, the coloring book of wieners and the
By the
glitter
way,
bomb.
the glitter bomb, luckily, it was aimed down, and it ended up.
It ended
Sorry.
up almost causing.
I'm trying to hold it. I'm trying to hold in a cough here. Sorry.
Listen, the glitter bomb that was sent to us was in a cylinder container, and it was pointed down, so it almost caused an MJ glitter crotch.
It was like spring loaded, but the bulk of the glitter went onto paper on the countertop and onto the floor, so it really didn't make that much of a mess. It could have been a whole lot worse. And I'll tell you what. When I track down that individual, I'm going to be arrested for second-degree murder. No,
you're going to kill him, okay?
So I got a text message.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the person. I didn't engage with them.
Yep.
But it came on March 30th last week, and it said, finally got the glitter bomb I sent, I see. Ha ha. And I didn't engage him back because, I didn't want to have more glitter bombs sent.
You know what's kind of funny? I got multiple messages of people claiming they were the glitter bombs.
They were the glitter bomber?
Yes.
The mad glitter, the Unabomber, and now the glitter bomber. All right, I've got 3 packages to open up. Let's do it quickly because we've got a lot of stuff to do. All right, first of all.
These are the largest of the boxes that we've gotten.
This just came today?
It was in yesterday, so it was in this morning's office.
This is huge. We got this massive Costco box, and I'm holding it up to MJ TV. Is there looking for a return address?
I don't know. Those are the fishy ones. Because that wasn't sent from Amazon. That wasn't sent from
MJ Morning Show. Attention, MJ. I don't see a return address. Hang on a minute. Let me see if there's a zip code. All right, mailed from 34855. Where's that? All right, now I'm not going to open this conventionally. I'm going to open this unconventionally. So I'm going to open like the side. What do you think?
Okay.
Or the bottom. I'm going to open the bottom is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to peek. All right, so I'm opening this up right now. I'm doing it on MJ TV. And, of course, MJ TV is available.
All right, stop.
What?
34855.
Yeah.
Is a zip code in Mexico.
No, it's not.
Maybe it's tequila.
Hang on a minute. Maybe it's the wrong zip. This was mailed from, 34655.
Okay, it's different.
That's different.
Yeah, 34655. Where the hell's that zip code?
All right, that is Seven Springs, Florida? Trinity.
Trinity.
Oh, so-
Okay, well, that makes sense.
Oh, it's Trinity, Florida.
Listening
All right.
area.
All right, so Trinity is right up the street here. All right, so I'm going to open up the side of this box. This is a big box. It's heavy. What the heck's in this thing? All right, so let me get this open
God,
here.
I don't like this. What if he explodes or something?
All right, hang on.
He's opening up from the bottom?
I am. I'm opening for the box. Okay, hang on. There's another box inside.
Okay.
Hang on. All right,
This is how they get you.
I think it looks safe. Hang on a minute. All right, I'm opening it up.
Boy.
Okay.
Oh,
These
wow,
people
look at
really
this.
put a lot of effort into
Oh,
this.
there is.
Is this the TV you were looking for?
No, I'm still waiting for a 75-inch Sony Bravia to show up. No, this is. Hang on a minute.
You got it?
Yeah, I do. Oh my God!
What is that?
It's
wow!
A suitcase record player with Bluetooth speaker.
That's really
It's
cool.
a Victrola old vinyl record player. Holy crap! This is very nice.
For your vinyl collection?
We could play
Wow.
we could play records here in the studio.
This is really nice.
I can scratch records in the
Oh,
studio.
man, this is a lovely gift.
Now we just need a record.
And I have a bunch at home.
Bring them in. I'm going to cut them up.
Let me see if there's a note in here. Oh, there is a note.
Yeah.
There's an envelope inside.
Let's see
Hang
what-
on a minute.
Let's see what the envelope says.
The envelope. Oh, my God. Brown powder just came out.
Oh, great.
No, I'm kidding.
Sniff it. No.
I'm joking.
Listen to this record during the last few minutes of your life.
MJ and gang, I meant to send you this package back when you were doing the surprise package series. I'm just always busy, didn't have time. I've been thinking about auctioning this item to raise money for items for our family in Ukraine. My wife's family is there, mother, daughter, 2 grandchildren.
But instead you decided to give it to a radio show.
Understand, in Ukraine, no one can work, so there's no money coming in. Almost everything is obtained at donation centers.
Right.
Wow. Anyway, I thought you would know someone who has a keen interest in vinyl. I do. Because, listen, MP3s have ruined music.
Yeah.
MP3s, the music we listen to on our phones and all that compressed garbage, it sucks. If you want to hear real music, get a full digital early 80s, mid 80s CD or vinyl. You know, that's what real music, all the sounds, you know, with the compressed audio and like MP3 and the junk that a lot of folks listen to today, you miss out on like half the information and the music and the separation. It blows.
Back in my day.
Oh, you shut up. Yeah, so thank you so much. And this is from Jim Coffee. Jim, that's a hell of a gift, Jim.
Rather had coffee. Jim.
Thank you, Jim.
Wait, you're taking that?
Damn right I'm taking
What?
that.
So this is an MJ gift.
What, I'm going to send it to, I don't think they need it in Ukraine. I mean, he sent it to us.
It should go in the office for our records.
We don't have any records in
I
the
have
office.
Alvin and the Chipmunks sing Christmas songs.
That's a good one.
That's the only one I
That's a
have.
good
Hang on, two more packages. All right, this one, MJ Morning Show mystery merch from, Mystery Sender. This is from Lemon Street in Newport Richey.
Ooh.
Yeah, so hang on. Let me open this one. This is just a little envelope. And inside this, inside the plastic pouch is a white envelope. And inside is... Oh, look at this. It's from our parody, one of our parody guys from Magic Mark. It's looks like some kind of magnet. Oh, it's a USB... you know what it is?
Is it a USB wristband?
Yeah, it's a little thumb drive wristband.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So you can keep all your parody songs on you at all times?
It's a thumb drive wristband that you just plug in, and you can wear it on your wrist.
You can whip out a
Look at
parody
that.
song anytime you're near something you can plug it into.
That is the nerdiest thing I think I've ever seen in my whole life.
I'll
Thank
take
you,
that.
Thank you, Mark.
That's awesome.
Is it from Mark?
Oh, wait a sec. Hold on a minute. There's a song.
Is there a song loaded on it?
There is.
Okay.
He has a new song on.
Does he expect us to?
Hey, guys. Just sending you some love. Ha, ha, ha. Hope you like the cool bracelet. Open it up and plug in the USB. I have a surprise for you. And apparently it's a new MJ Morning Show theme. Hey, Andrew, can you download this song real quick?
How the heck is he going to do that?
You plug it into a computer
Yeah,
and
we
open
plug
the
it
file?
into a computer.
Froggy.
It's a USB. Hey, Hadley, hand this.
Here, throw it.
So, folks, we're going to have a surprise. Here we go. We're going to have a surprise parody song from Magic Mark in just a matter of minutes that will play.
Probably
Wow.
Pictures of him naked on there.
That's very nice. All right, final one. This is it. This could be the very end. And this is from Phil. Oh, Phil Dispenza.
He's a very active listener.
This guy's a very active MJ Morning Show listener.
I see him on the socials.
Yeah, this probably. I'm not worried about this package. All right, so hang on. This it does look like a Unabomber type package situation, though. So, man, I can't wait to hear the new parody song that's on the USB drive that was just sent to us. All right, this is a very awkward. Here we go. I'm opening up the package, and all right, this is from Phil the listener. And hang on a minute, Fester. Here, open this stuff.
All right.
Tell me what this is. All right, Roxanne. Here we go.
This is Froggy's name on it.
Oh, that's
Froggy.
Froggy.
There you go.
Oh, each of us has All right, hang on a minute. This is Fester. Fester, this is for you. All right, that's for you, Fester.
Okay, where's mine?
And then this is for me, MJ. And then Roxanne, this is for you. All right, everyone, open up your packages quickly.
Mine's in pink. That's so
3,
cute.
2, and
I got
What'd you get,
a back massager.
Okay.
nice.
You can use that on your front as well.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. That's nice.
This is my contribution to Mystery Merch. Each of you gets something. Roxanne, you get Color Forms games.
Oh,
for
my
the girls.
kids will love these. That is so sweet.
What the heck am I getting here? I'm getting. Oh my God!
These
It's
are
a
so
whole
fun.
bag of the Lucky Charms marshmallows.
Wait, those are for Fester, right?
No, these are for me.
Fester got Twinkie flavored candy canes.
I got
Yay.
They're magically delicious.
And I got bags of fruit stripe gummy candy.
Oh man!
Ooh, I bet you that's good.
Yeah.
See how long the flavor lasts on those.
There you go, kid. Knock yourself out.
Studio's a mess. with all
Bill,
the-
thank you very much.
Let me have one.
Here. Give one to Mr. Froggy.
I gotta see how long the flavor lasts. If it's anything like the gum.
That was very nice
Thank
of
you.
Phil. Phil, I appreciate it. All right, so we've got a lot of. I've teased a lot of stuff. We got a lot to do here. And this is a pretty long segment, but I got a lot to do. First of all, I mentioned this new airdrop prankster on an airplane.
What did he do?
Well, I'll tell you what he didn't do. He didn't make a bomb threat.
That's
'Cause
good.
That'll get you yanked off the plane. That'll get you some federal time. Remember we had a story recently. A kid did an airdrop to other iPhones on the airplane before takeoff and said that there's a bomb on the plane. That's just stupid. Listen to what this guy did. And this was on, a flight to Vegas. Jay Nagy, a 28-year-old guy, he was on board the airplane, decided to prank fellow passengers with iPhones by airdropping a not safe for work photo of an attractive pilot.
Oh. What's wrong with that?
So,
The not safe for work part?
It was like a guy in a pilot's uniform doing like a striptease, apparently.
Oh.
It's kind of like where, the police officer or the delivery guy shows up to the office and then whips out the boombox and starts, playing the music and then starts taking off their clothes.
I'm disappointed when I go to the airport and I don't get that picture on my phone. That's awesome. I have no problem with that.
Yeah. And a pilot actually came on saying, whoever's sending pictures, please stop. And he was sending out a picture of this pilot undressing and try to make it seem like that was their actual pilot that, look, has his shirt unbuttoned. Let me hold this up to MJ TV. Look at this. That's the image of the pilot. I'm holding it up to MJ TV right now.
Oh.
And it's like a young pilot all ripped and buff, and his shirt is opened up.
How is that not safe for work? Because his shirt is open.
Yeah.
When you say not safe for work,
I'm picturing
thinking
porn.
he's
But
working
wait a minute. Then there was a wiener shot. No, I'm kidding. So,
darn it.
Hey, folks, just stop with the airdrops, especially on airplanes. How about that?
There's one person in this room you're talking to.
Just knock it off.
Yeah, Kermit.
Dude, I did it just the other day when we went to Texas Roadhouse. There's like 40 people on the Texas Roadhouse Wi-Fi, and I dropped them all the naked Kermit photo.
Oh,
Every one
did
of them.
you really?
Yeah,
You're
and
gonna get
then-
in trouble for
Come
that.
on.
How would they even know it's me? How would they even know to bring it back to me?
They can trace that.
Let them find me. Big deal.
Andrew says that he has the special
Puppet
MJ
porn.
Morning Show song downloaded from Magic Mark.
Wow, that was quick.
Yeah. Well, dude, it's on a USB. It doesn't take long to do that.
What are we churning our own butter here? We
It
have
was on a
computers.
bracelet. It's weird.
You're right. Oh, we got ZZ Top and Leonard Skinner tickets to give away here in just a couple of minutes. All right, Andrew, hit it. Let's go.
Okay, the MJ Radio Network. We are go.
Fester's fat, we know all that. He's got a butt that's really flat. Froggy is a total mess cause he is full of IBS. Roxanne is a freak, I'm told. She is into eating mold. MJ leads his crazy crew and he is all of 5'2".
You should listen to the MJ Morning Show. Take it with you everywhere that you may go.
Nudie pics and crazy views. Lots of morons in the news. 8-bit hits and crazy bits. Sometimes even 80s hits. You should listen every day cause they have a lot to say. Every day at 6 a.m. I am coming back again.
You should listen to the MJ Morning Show. Take it with you everywhere that you may go. You should listen to the MJ Morning Show. Take it with you everywhere that you may go.
Hadley's sitting here falling all over herself.
So Hadley, Fester's daughter's in studio and likes it. You like it? It's pretty funny.
It is.
I like that.
I'm a freak. He's been told who eats mold.
Well, only because we talk about you eating mold and being a freak on the air every day.
Wow.
Freak. As he's making fun of me and it goes to Froggy, I'm thinking, oh my God, what's he going to say about Roxanne? And she's a freak who eats mold.
I love it. Hey, thank you, Mark. That was a very special surprise on our USB Monster Mix Productions Magic Mark USB bracelet.
That's going to make the 5:59 rotation when MJ's trying to fill time to start the show on time.
Yep.
Do you want to hear something weird?
Yeah, I'd love to.
I didn't know this. There was a former Hillsborough County judge that passed away last summer who I had, several meetings or encounters with over the years in restaurants.
Okay.
And, a couple of phone calls where he'd call me up and, offer some advice on something.
Okay.
And I just found out that he passed away. I'm like, oh, my God.
That's how that goes. I mean, unless you know somebody fairly well, if they're like on the outskirts of your life, months, years may go by before you find out they died.
I had no idea.
How do you pass?
From tainted peanut butter.
What?
All right, this is unbelievable. So, the family of Hillsborough County retired judge Robert Foster. So, Judge Robert Foster. And Michelle and I first met him, I think, back maybe in the early 2000s. And we were at a restaurant in South Tampa. I'm trying to remember. Was it Carrabba's or Bella's? I'm trying to remember. We were at dinner, and Judge Robert Foster, he came up to us at dinner, and he said, hey, I hate to interrupt, but I love the show. Listen every morning. And I'm pretty sure BJ was gone. So I think it was just the MJ morning show.
So
and
early 2000s, like 2002, 3, 4.
Yeah, I think somewhere in that vicinity. And Judge Robert Foster, he comes up to my table and says, hey, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm a Hillsborough County judge. And, he gave me his phone number, and we talked several times, saw him out again. And I had no idea. But Judge Robert Foster passed away last July 16, 2022.
From eating peanut butter.
His family claims that he was infected with salmonella after eating tainted Jif peanut butter.
Oh, my gosh.
J.D. Smucker and Company issued a voluntary recall of nearly 50 types of peanut butter back on May 20th of 2022. A little less than a year ago, the family's complaint names Smucker for manufacturing the contaminated peanut butter and Publix for selling it. The family is being represented by Morgan & Morgan, who gave the following statement. It's scary to think that something as innocuous as putting a jar of peanut butter in your cart at Publix could lead directly to someone's tragic death, but that's exactly what we're alleging happened in this case. We've been lawyers in Florida for years, and our legal community lost a titan in Judge Foster. Simply issuing a recall like Smucker did, with a name like Smucker's, it's not good. This is a terrible story. But also, the statement continues that lost a titan in Judge Foster. Simply issuing a recall like Smucker did with the peanut butter does not absolve food companies of their responsibility to provide safe products. We will work to hold the companies responsible for Judge Foster's death accountable to the fullest extent of the law to ensure this never happens again. All right, a couple of observations here. First of all, I thought Judge Foster was a very smart man. I thought he was dynamic. He was very personable. All the dealings that I had with him, I mean, I'm so saddened by this. I can't believe it. I didn't know this. I think that this case lies with Smucker. I don't think Publix is named in the lawsuit because they sold it, but
it could have been any store.
I don't see how this is Publix's fault at all. So in the defense of Publix, they just sold the product that came in a carton from the J.D. Smucker Company, the maker of Jif peanut butter. So that's where the liability lies. And, that's a pretty heavy-duty liability if they have all the evidence and the proof that you got the salmonella from the peanut butter. And I don't know if they can, if they were able to detect the strain in the peanut butter versus what the judge got. But the complaint really is against Smucker, the manufacturer of Jif peanut butter. But I'm shocked. I'm saddened. I had no idea until I saw this earlier this week.
It's weird.
Yeah.
With a name like Smucker, it's got to be salmonella.
Well, that's just a terrible story. You getting any text on this, Rox?
No, I'm sorry.
You're sitting over there like you're totally preoccupied. You all right?
Yeah, I was getting some texts from people I used to work at Bay News 9 speculating who my work husband was.
Oh, my God.
It was the cameraman, people. It was the cameraman.
We're going to take the texting away from Roxanne.
No, it's just...
Because Roxanne's too distracted by it.
No, I'm not too distracted at all.
You check out like 10 minutes from the show every once in a while. You're like, where's Roxanne? Oh, she's embedded in Texas. In text.
I wish I was in bed in Texas right now.
Stars at night are big and bright.
Hey,
keeping the heart of Texas.
All right.
Let me hear the song one more time. Do you have it queued up?
All right, Spec.
Let me know when you have it.
Okay, the MJ Radio Network. We are go.
Fester's fat, we know all that. He's got a butt that's really flat. Froggy is a total mess cause he is full of IBS. Roxanne is a freak, I'm told. She is into eating mold. MJ leads his crazy crew and he is all of 5'2".
You should listen to the MJ Morning Show. Take it with you everywhere that you may go.
Nudie pics and crazy views. Lots of morons in the news. 8-bit hits and crazy bits. Sometimes even 80s hits. You should listen every day cause they have a lot to say. Every day at 6 a.m. I am coming back again.
You should listen to the MJ Morning Show. Take it with you everywhere that you may go. You should listen to the MJ Morning Show. Take it with you everywhere that you may go.
That's great. I love it. It's even growing. I liked it the first time I heard it. I like it better the second time I heard it.
It's growing on me, Mark. Good job, buddy.
And by the way, for the record, I'm like 5'6", all right? All right, not 5'2".
So you're,
All right.
you're
And for
certainly,
the record, I do eat mold.
you are all of 5'2".
All right. Chinese restaurants. Have you noticed the increase in like clickbait stories everywhere?
Is that a rhetorical question?
No, it's a realistic question.
Because the only thing I see online now is clickbait.
Everything.
Yeah, that's it.
Everything is clickbait.
I don't even believe anything I read anymore because it's just trying to program me to buy something.
You know, the ones I fall for all the
What?
time is like the 57 unique items on Amazon, and then it's like the same ones over and over. And over.
God.
They
Those
get
are
me
like
every time.
paid for and sponsored.
They get
and
me every time.
the highest rated Chinese restaurants in Tampa, according to TripAdvisor. You know, a lot of these TripAdvisor stories are popping up.
Yeah.
It just in like the last like week or so. So I wanted to see, all right, so they sucked me in because I wanted to see where my Chinese restaurant that I like is on the list.
Are any of like the strip mall Chinese places that only have takeout on the list, or are they all like sit-down restaurants?
I don't see, what is the one? What's the famous one?
Yummy House?
No.
Hola?
No. What is the famous chain all around the country?
Panda
Express.
Yeah, Panda Express. Yeah, that's.
Express.
I don't see Panda Express on the list.
No,
place is
they
good.
didn't make it. Boy, their orange chicken's on point though.
Highest rated Chinese restaurants according to TripAdvisor in Tampa. Tung Tung. What the hell's Tung? I never heard of Tung Tung.
I'd love to go to Tung Tung.
Yeah, I'd like some walked up tongue, please.
Is it TUNG or
Yes, it's Tung Tung. TUNG.
That's Tung Tung.
On 56th Street. They're number 13. Number 12 is Hawa. They're on Southdale Mabry.
Hoa, yeah, sure.
Hoa, H-A-O. They're number 12. Number 11 is Ho Ho Choi on
good.
Fletcher. Then Payway Asian Kitchen is number 10.
Hold on, Payway's on the list?
These are, I don't say, like P.F. Chang's is on the list.
I love P.F. Chang's.
But I don't consider those really like, your mom and pop, Chinese restaurant. Let's see what else. China Latina? That sounds interesting. Have you ever been to a Chinese Latin food kind of fusion mix?
No.
They're pretty good. A couple in New York. Number 7 is Yummy House. South China Bistro. That's the one on Dale Mabry. Fuxia Asian Bistro on Amberley. Mine is number 5. And, for me, this is the best Chinese restaurant in the Tampa Bay area.
Okay.
And it's China Yuan. Fester, I've been there with you.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, China Yuan is number 5 on the list.
On Armenia?
And for me, it comes in at number 1. Hi, everybody. I'm Casey Kasem, and we're counting down the top Chinese restaurants in the USA. And keep your feet on the ground and keep your wonton shoved in your mouth.
I don't know if he said it like that.
Maybe not. All right, so China Yuan, which is on Armenia, just north of Waters. For me, that's the best. I mean, the clams and black bean sauce. You get a whole Maine lobster and ginger scallion. Oh, a whole Peking duck with the pancakes, the plum sauce, and the scallions and the cucumbers. Oh,
a lot of Asian restaurants, a lot of Chinese restaurants serve Americanized Chinese versions of food, where China Yuan is very authentic.
It is. I mean, real solid, like Cantonese stuff. So they're number 5. For me, it's number 1. But China Yuan, that's our place. That's the only place I go for Chinese. Then there's another P.F. Chang's at number 4. What? Come on.
How did 2 go?
I'm sorry. P.F. Chang's does not belong on the Chinese restaurant list. I'm sorry. I mean, even though they are, but it's not like
an independent.
It's a formulaic, non-independent, chain. I'm sorry.
I do love their lettuce
Delicious.
wraps. And their spicy eggplant.
Number 3 is the Yummy House location on Waters. Then number 2 is Liang's Bistro Asian Cuisine on Bruce B. Downs. And number 1 is Yummy House China Bistro on East Hillsboro.
Hillsboro, man. That's the OG, man. That's great.
Well, that's the original one.
Yep.
I haven't been there in a while. Since I found China Yuan, I hadn't been back to Yummy House.
It's a different vibe, but it's great.
Yummy House does a nice job. And I always had good stuff at Yummy House. But for me, the authentic, like, New York City or San Francisco Chinatown feel, for me, that became, my favorite in town. Was China Yuan. If you want great Chinese food, I'm telling you right now, it's China Yuan. It's on Armenia, just a block or so north of Waters. And Peter owns it. Tell Peter I said hi. I was just there a couple of weeks ago for dim sum on the week. They do dim sum on Saturday, Sunday.
Peter owns it? Okay.
Well, that's his American name.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what his Chinese name is. I'll ask him next time. But hold on. Andrew, you're telling me the Yummy House on Waters is closed?
That's the original one, and I believe it's closed now.
Is it?
No, there was one. There was one in a shopping center. But then they opened up further down. They opened up a new building years ago.
There's a couple of different locations.
Yeah. No, it's open. This is a fresh story.
Are you sure? I mean,
I think so.
I'm talking to Andrew.
2620 East Hillsboro for that Yummy is on there.
That one's open.
On Waters. Yes, I know.
No, Hillsboro. Yeah. I thought you said Hillsboro.
No. Waters. There was one on Hillsboro also.
There were several.
I'm sorry. Yummy House on Hillsboro. That's closed?
No, the one on Hillsboro is open.
That's open. Oh, the one
on Waters is closed?
I believe so.
Because it says North Dale Mabry, and maybe I misread. Hold on a minute. There's
there were 3 Yummy House submissions.
Yeah, then there's one on Waters as well.
So that one's closed according to.
I don't know. Anyway, my pick is China Yuan. Yuan. China Yuan on Armenia. If you want great Chinese food. Oh my God! Look at the time.
Yeah.
Why do you guys tell me we're running a little late here?
Because you're talking about delicious Chinese food. Let's go all day on that.
I don't know what's going on with wheelchairs, but we had that stupid college bro, the son of the general manager of the Philadelphia Flyers at college, that pushed a woman's wheelchair down the stairs, all mangling it. I have another bad wheelchair story. I'm like, what is going on? I want to personally clobber these people. All right, that and a whole lot more. Oh, did you hear about the teacher who's been fired after giving the kids a certain assignment? Holy crap. All right, we got a lot to do. Final segment, final chunk of the MJ Morning Show is next on Q105. Don't move. We're back in minutes. MJ Morning Show. It's Q105. I mean, this is too much. This is unbelievable. Final chunk of the MJ Morning Show. We just get a note that David, the president of New Vista Foods Group, is back outside. This is after he brought me the Sriracha. So, folks, if you didn't listen early this morning, we encourage you to listen to the whole damn show. So this morning, 6 o'clock hour, I'm talking about I can't find Sriracha anywhere because I need it for my poke bowls tonight, and I want some fresh, bright red stuff. Not because I have Sriracha, but it's old, and once it sits around, it starts to turn darker. And there's a Sriracha shortage because there was a horrific crop of the Mexican hot peppers that are used in the Sriracha.
Yeah, they use like a red jalapeno.
So we get a call from David, the president of New Vista Foods Group, and he said, hey, I got some. I'm going to bring it by. So he came by, I don't know, a couple of hours ago, it seems. And then I said, hey, by the way, I need some watermelon radish. I can't find any watermelon radish. He just came back. David is back in the studio, and he brought me watermelon radish.
Where'd you find it?
So where did it come from?
We have a lot of vendors that we deal with, and listen, in the food business world, my morning starts usually about 2 or 3, so I'm driving around waiting for you guys to start the morning show. And
oh, man.
You're waiting for us.
Yeah, waiting for you guys. So
I've got a whole box of fresh produce now. I've got peppers, I've got baby bok choy, I've got watermelon radish.
I only said baby bok choy because I thought it was the most ridiculous thing on MJ's list.
And you got to work into the marshmallows.
He sources it. Did you see? Let me see this.
You got to work the marshmallows in as a little dessert.
So during MJ Mystery Merch today, somebody sent
I heard.
Yeah.
They thought they were for you, but MJ said no.
Tell you what, I'm going to have people sprinkle those on their poke bowls as well.
Oh, that'll be delicious.
We have 7,000 items, so anything you need, we've got it.
My God.
This is going to be a dinner of horrors tonight.
Hey, can you get Marcona almonds?
Oh,
Yeah.
MJ, you know.
I mean, my
Can you get them by
gosh.
5:30 this
No,
evening?
no. I'm looking for the 8.2-pound tub of Don Juan's.
I'll make some calls.
All right. I know who the importer is.
Okay.
All right. So, and I used to have a connection up in New York. But now that I don't do mornings on WOR New York anymore, the guy won't return my phone call.
I got you.
All right. So, but I got
From hero to zero.
That's how it
I'm
goes.
telling you, I'm just.
Len Berman needs a bag of nuts. He's right there.
Yeah. All right. Hey, David, thank you, buddy.
No problem.
He deserves a tip or something, right?
David Osborne, he doesn't want a tip.
No. I was just leaving the bin out there, and they told me to come in.
No, he has his hand out, MJ. He wants a tip.
I do not have my hand out.
It's down by his waist, but he's like.
We got the final minutes of the MJ Morning Show here. David, hang out if you want. We just played Leonard Skinner, so that's a good reminder. We do have Leonard Skinner and ZZ Top tickets to give away. It's Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater, July 22nd. So let's go with caller 25 right now. Caller 25, you got a pair of tickets, Leonard Skinner with ZZ Top, the surviving members of both bands. 800-990-1047. Good luck from the MJ Morning Show on Q105. So caller 25, Andrew's answering calls right now. I got a lightning round, a bunch of stuff before we get out of here today. You know what? I didn't get to a bunch of my audio today. Well, I guess we'll have to do some stuff later on. I mentioned this teacher here in Florida. Caller 25. Thank you. So I mentioned this teacher that got fired here in Florida. I'm like, what the heck? A teacher has been fired because of an assignment where he had the students write their own obituaries.
What? God, what a ghoul.
Yeah.
I see the purpose of it.
Who's the teacher?
You know, I got to be honest. This sounds familiar. I think I might have had this assignment like in 7th or 8th grade.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I may have missed it. How old were the students again?
5.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. These are high school kids.
No, you don't do that. That's a horrible assignment.
A Florida high school teacher claims that he didn't do anything wrong when he had students write their own obituaries during an active shooter drill.
Oh, during a drill.
All right, that's the difference.
Okay, that's a problem.
So, again, I don't have a problem with the assignment, but doing it during an active shooter drill, that I'm not going to grab the winner on the air. So just give away. Just let me know who wins.
Which just goes to show you context is everything. I mean, you can't do. I mean, if you just did that assignment, I don't think it's a big deal. You're talking about what you've done in life, how you want to be remembered. what kind of impact you think you'll
You know,
make?
I think I had this assignment somewhere along the way.
Was it called obituary?
The problem was that during an active shooter drill, it wasn't a real active shooter. It was during a drill, because these days schools, they plan for a potential active shooter. Psychology teacher Jeffrey Keene is appealing his termination from Dr. Phillips High School.
In Orlando.
Yeah, it's in the Orlando area, and he spoke to Fox 35. He said he wanted to teach students how to stay safe during an emergency drill while also trying to tie in a lesson to his class. If they died 24 hours from now, what they do differently, what would they do differently than what they did yesterday?
All right, that's completely different. This teacher's way off base now.
And that's to get them to get rid of all the fluff and show them what's important in the world.
Okay.
It wasn't to say you're going to die, let's stress you out, is what he said.
That's exactly what he's doing. This teacher should at least be some kind of reprimanded.
Guy's been an educator for 15 years, and now he's been fired.
So I think the assignment I had was tell the story
Jeffrey Keene, you're fired. Go ahead.
I think the assignment I had maybe in middle school or early high school was write the story of your life, but write it as the old man. And you write about what you want to do and what you hope to do, not if you die tomorrow. That's a little grim.
Like Cocoon or something.
Cocoon was a thing. Did you live here when Cocoon came out?
I did not.
Dude, my grandparents lived
Cocoon was 80s, right?
Yeah, my grandparents
shot here.
They lived in some like old fart community, and when Cocoon came out, it was all the rage.
Were
with the
they
geezers.
extras?
They could have been.
I wonder if we could be young again.
My grandmother thought Wilford Brimley hung the moon, man. Oh, that mustache.
Yeah, and who's the really good actor that just passed away that was in Cocoon? Hume Cronin, right? Yeah,
Not familiar.
Yeah, not familiar.
No.
Hume Cronin was a gigantic actor for years. What a talented dude, Hume Cronin. He died in 2003. And then Wilford Brimley, last I remember, he was pushing oatmeal to me.
He
Right?
died in 2020.
Wilford Brimley here. How about some Quaker Oats?
Quaker Oats, reverse mortgages.
Yeah, the reverse mortgages, I remember.
And
Call J.G. Wentworth. Oh, that's I think they buy your settlement or whatever the hell it is. Anyway, the Florida teacher, I still don't know if it's worthy of termination. Really?
It's misguided.
Yeah, it was really, really poor judgment. So what other errors of judgment are you going to make if you're that teacher?
Or he could use a counseling.
I vote for count. I don't think you fire the guy. And then I don't know what's going on with wheelchair stories, but hey, Andrew, did we get the winner already? All right, every line is still ringing. Hang on a minute.
Well, you didn't take the winner on the air, so people don't know that the winner.
The winner was Cindy McBee. From where? Andrew's checking to see where she's from. She's from somewhere in the Tampa Bay area.
Congratulations, Cindy.
From Clearwater. Cindy in Clearwater, she won the Leonard Skinner tickets. And then all the lines are still ringing. Hi, good morning. It's MJ. We gave away the tickets.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we're live on the air, by the way. What's your name?
Kim.
Yeah, Kim, you would have been you would have been like caller 26. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Not a good Friday for me.
No, it is a good Friday because you're talking to the MJ Morning Show. Roxanne, say hi.
Hi. That's not going to make her Friday any better.
Is that supposed to make it better?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I wish my voice did something would magically make you have tickets. So
Would you
sorry
like
for that.
All right, would you like a bag of baby bok choy from New Vista Foods?
I want you to know, just having Roxanne talk to me anytime makes me feel better.
All right. Hey, thanks for listening, though, okay?
Thanks, guys. Love your show.
Love you, too, and we'll talk to you on Monday, okay?
Thanks, Kim. Love you.
How awkward was that? You have Kim, the non-winner, talk to Roxanne like she's her therapist?
I don't know. I thought
talk to Roxanne. I'll make you feel better.
I thought there'd be like a female connection or something. I don't know. You know, talk.
Here, I'm going to put Roxanne on the phone.
Because Kim says, "Oh, this is not a good Friday." When I let her know that she didn't win, she's like, "This is not a good Friday." No, it is a good Friday.
Dr. Roxanne.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what is going on. This just blows. So we had the story of the Philadelphia Flyers general manager's son at a college in Pennsylvania. They're at this restaurant bar, and he pushes a lady's wheelchair down the stairs and mangles up her wheelchair. And now I got a story about thieves steal and mangle and sell for scrap wheelchairs used by disabled athletes at Syracuse University.
What?
What is going on with wheelchairs and college? What is happening?
This is not good.
This is insane.
Wheelchairs revolt.
I don't. It's like a rash of these things going on. What else will we get out of here today? I'll save this for Monday. Man, I got a lot of stuff for Monday's program that we're going to get to. Is there anything, before we shut things down, is there anything you guys can think of that we missed? Anything I teased that I didn't pay off and fulfill?
You say it like we listened to everything.
Because I hate that. I hate when I do that.
Listen, I think it's been a successful week.
It has been.
Happy Easter weekend, happy Passover, all that good stuff to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good Friday.
I didn't get to the Brad Pitt story. I didn't get to Kanye West. Kanye West has that crazy school that he runs.
Donde.
Yeah, Donde.
Donda.
Whatever the hell it is.
All your poke bowl stuff confused me.
There's a story that Kanye's private school is accused of locking kids inside and only feeding them sushi for lunch.
Are they poke bowls?
That's fantastic.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
What is going on?
I think every school I've been in somehow locks you inside to bring out great sushi.
What else do you want?
Man.
And then they gave them foot massages and laptops.
We'll see you back here on Monday, folks. Hopefully you've enjoyed the offerings of the MJ Morning Show today. And we'll see you back here on Monday. MJMorningshow.com, always quality entertainment. And don't forget, if you need to email me anything, any hot stuff, any gossip, any great material for the show, my private email is mj@mjmorningshow.com. That's mj@mjmorningshow.com. Folks, we'll see you back here Monday on the MJ Morning Show on Q105, and let's be careful out there.